Well, it looks like my camera's off. Let me see if I can fix this. And we will try to get everything set up here. Properties, configure. I'm not quite sure why it's not sending any video over. Can you guys hear me okay? Mina can hear me. Hey, here we go. I think I'm showing up now. Perfect. Okay. Apologies about that. I had to reset some internet driver stuff, and I think it just screwed with all of my power outlet things that I have, like one outlet connected, all these different outlets connected to the internet to like touch a button on my phone for like, okay, it's time to stream kind of a thing. I was like, I had to reset some stuff like last minute for my stream light and everything else. I think it must have messed with the outlet, so camera wasn't on. I guess everything should be good now. Unlimited power. So anyways, welcome everyone. Welcome back to Enshrouded. Today I am going to be doing a little challenge for myself. I felt like building some more. Take a little break from Crimson Desert, so we're back in Enshrouded, and I thought it would be cool to try to build a diagonal house at 45 degrees going against the voxel grid in the forest village and see how good it looks. You know, I haven't really done something like it, so I don't know. Lady Axington, thanks for the raid already. Welcome in. And Sarah, welcome. Jaysham, hope you all are doing well. Mina, Marsh, welcome in. Morsith. And Kyra, welcome. Alpha, hope you all are doing well. Having a good day. Heck yeah. And Kyle, hope you're doing well. Anna, welcome in. All right. And Selenial, hope you're doing well as well. Glad to be back with some Enshrouded builds. Heck yeah. I figured it would be fun to hop back in and do a little here and there. And then we'll hop back into some Crimson Desert later this week and stuff. Still having a really fun time in that adventure. I don't know. I figured I'd switch it up with a little Enshrouded stream in the middle of the week. So have popcorn. Yeah, start doing it. Heck yeah. Had to cancel your own stream tonight, so here I am threatening to blow something up irksome. Oh no, what happened? Did you have, if you're here but you had to cancel, did something happen? Hopefully everything's okay. Not seeing chat on YouTube screen. Hold on here. Let's see here. Everything looks to be connected. Maybe OBS was having issues. I'm gonna do a little refresh here. Well, okay, and then alerts. Okay, well, let's see if this starts showing up. I think it was in the wrong order when I messed with my camera turning it on. So they should start popping in now. There they go. Okay. There's the chat. Perfect. And I will go to my game. Hopefully everything will still be there and good to go. Just got home, Some gotcha. Out a little later. Hey, 3D, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Lisa, welcome. Don't see it either. Hopefully it shows up now. It'll trickle in again. By the way, how have you guys been liking for some of the Crimson Desert streams, having my camera up in this top corner rather than like midway on the screen? I feel like sometimes there's a mini map in the top right, but in Enshrouded's case there's no mini map up here, and if we're building there's a lot of UI in the bottom. So I was thinking what do you guys think? Where do you like the camera in general as far as like a standard layout goes? You know, I guess it kind of depends on where the UI of the game ends up being, but for Enshrouded and Crimson Desert, it might be best to have it in the top, but Been finding the upper corner. The game has essentials down below. Yeah, all the buttons and stuff for the hammer and building, which can get a little distracting if there's also chat text going over it. So, but yeah. Honestly, sick of seeing how clean your room is. It's semi-clean, you know, just throw the comforter over the bed, just, you know. It's semi-clean. I wouldn't be able to work in a small space if it wasn't, honestly. Love films, try to do it like, yeah, about to hit 100K blocks placed today. Oh my gosh, 3D, working more on your spaceship, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't wait for 1.0 this autumn. It's gonna be so nice. Nice to see Enshrouded again, heck yeah. Heck yeah. No, that's awesome. Realize you were gonna be late. Oh yeah, don't handle last minute so well, decided to just push it back to Friday. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I tend to do that as well. I don't like being late or other things. And apologies, we had a little bit of a rough start today. Enshrouded also had an update today, like last minute. So I had to install that, and then it got these weird frames, so I had to just like refresh the drive. I was like scrambling to do all this stuff like 15 minutes before stream, but we're here, we're back. So it's good, it's working. Gonna find the file of the world you host. You could look for, I do have a video on my channel for finding all your save files if you're wondering about Enshrouded there. Nothing, no new content, Anna. So they did a like a graphics bug fix and a few things along those lines. But yeah, no new content yet. The next content update will likely be their first version of Logic, being added a little later in the spring, and that'll be really exciting. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys posted when we hear more about that. Whoop, welcome in, hope you're doing well. Yeah, the update solves your graphic issue, Draysham. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually really great. Been learning some building on keyboard. I need to get used to it. Always only played on remote. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. It's related to a specific NVIDIA GPU driver. Yeah, and I have NVIDIA, so it's probably just had to do something weird. Dang, 3D, that's crazy. Almost 100K blocks placed for your project. Hey, Christy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Take all the optimization you can get, right? And Shroud is actually pretty bad with optimization, so anything we can get right now is great, right? Hypnospawn, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And Balder, welcome. Doing pretty well today. Doing build right now where you have used over 5K tables. Oh my goodness. That's insane. Wow. Record in place blocks was 117K. You'll pass that to... Oh yeah. You'll pass it good. Brett, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And Deuce, welcome. Welcome everyone. So yeah, plan for today, diagonal house, 45 degrees, and we're just gonna see what the heck happens. I'm also gonna do a 45-degree mossy roof on it. Imagine that. I'm gonna blow my brain today quite a bit. Again, as if I don't already do that enough with Enshrouded, but you know, it's always fun trying new stuff. And yeah, what inspired a diagonal house? Exactly. I felt like I was thinking the other day, and I was like, so maybe I do another build, and I had some space down here where I was thinking about maybe doing like a greenhouse, but then it just didn't feel like it fit as well with this like hobbity, earthy vibe that I got going on. So then I was like, you know, what's something I've never done in Enshrouded? I mean, we kind of did it because the other houses that I've done are, you know, I did like the rounded houses and stuff, but like I've never officially tried to build a 45-degree house to back up my claim that Enshrouded is like one of the best building games, because obviously Valheim or other games you can, you know, rotate your houses, you know, make them in any direction you want. Obviously in Enshrouded you can't really any direction you want, I suppose, but unless it's like huge scale. But I wanted to try a 45-degree option, because if I could get it to look decent, then that opens up a little more, you know, yeah, you can do it. I think we can. It'd be fun to try at least. Be fun to try. But gonna play Crimson Desert after Enshrouded tonight? Probably not tonight. I'll do it later this week though. We'll hop back into Crimson Desert. Yeah. Yeah, very doable. Lots of props and stuff. Yeah, we could try to use lots of them. Crimson Phoenix, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Heck yeah. Watch Streak. Welcome back. Appreciate you. All right. Diver, welcome in. An off-grid build. Yeah, Joe. Welcome back. So basically the layout for this is, you know, I'm starting you guys simple, you know, that we'll make it more complicated here soon. So I started with just kind of blocking things out. You know, I'll just hover over some of the blueprints in case you're looking to like copy something like this, since we'll do it on some streams. And then I just took these little guys to fill in the corners to start making it look like a diagonal. And now we'll take the single blocks and start, you know, doing it even more. So we might even take these ones and put them out by, well, let's see here. Kind of might start going like that with the Vuka Temple here. Let's see. Well, that's actually a little too much because they go in by a few here. So Crimson Desert also a building, so it kind of has like camp customization, but not entirely like, you know, not really building, you know, if that makes sense. Been playing this game quite a bit. Felt like starting to get a grasp of the building. Heck yeah. Yeah, Sarah, I've been seeing you on. I wanna see what you're up to. Octor, welcome, man. Hope you're doing well. When you back in Soul Mask? It's under NDA. I can't say. I'm sorry. Soon. Yeah, you'll be seeing another video soon. Just stay tuned. And then after that one, I'll be doing some more, you know, so we know it releases April 10th. That's already been said publicly. That's when the big update in 1.0 releases, so I'll plan to do some more after April 10th, but I've got another one coming before that as well. Have you come visit your world? Yeah, Sarah, I would love to. That'd be awesome. Been so long, you've forgotten how to build, Treysham. Block should have a rotate option. Like, yeah, that would be insane, though. I don't think they'd be able to have the performance up or anything with that. And get back into building, play a lot less after the contest. Yeah, Joe. It's always good to have a break. I wanted a break from reviewing them after the contest, so I was like, you know, let's do some Crimson Desert for a bit, and every now and then I'll feel like coming back. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. You're making fun of me, Drayshawn, because I forgot to use the the right blocks. Yup, pretty much. All right, so if this is 45, so that's what we need to do. We're just basically filling in between all of these guys to make it officially like 45 degrees. And so what I want to do here is use a mix of props and blocks. It's gonna be dark. I'll go sleep for you guys. Let's see, equip, and I could also make it to be day most of the time here. Yeah, nice to take a break. Exactly, keeps my creative juices flowing and going. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll do it mostly like a mix of blocks and props. So we'll go like blocks for the roof and for the floor and for some of the walls, but then I'll mix the walls up with props and blocks to kind of smooth things out. I'm really not sure. Again, another one of those builds where I had an idea. Let's build a 45-degree house in this location because I thought it was a cool spot. But then I was like, I don't know how to go about it, but I guess we'll figure it out, kind of a thing. So let's see here. We've got these, which I need to go to the other edge. So let's just kind of fill out these front sections there. And then we can kind of bring these side sections to a point. Yep, this should work. And then is there two remaining? Or can I actually get a solid point in on there? There's gonna be a little 2-block thing. That's fine, that'll work. We'll make do here, because I'm trying to sort of get the platforms and some of the stuff, you know, figured out and all. Disable glider, oh goodness. Not that I'm flying around too much today, but I'll go ahead and do that. and hopefully I don't forget it if I fall. Grab a portable bed and place it nearby, and like 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, now that we're done with the alchemist hut, I could set it to be day most of the time. Great if they added wooden planks as props. I would love that. The biggest thing I would hope they add as props is logs. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, you know, if they added like little log chunks that are like 2 blocks tall by like 1 block diameter that you could rotate sideways and rotate around. You could create pillars with them. You could create log cabins with them by stacking them on top of each other. Like, little log pieces could be pretty cool to add as props. I was kind of thinking. Definitely would love planks. Yeah, that'd be cool. I always square out the corners with some kind of prop. Yeah, exactly. Can't wait to see what you do here. Yeah, best edition. Like, yeah, simple props that, like, you know, you could really do anything with. Absolutely. That'd be cool. So, let's try to put, I'm gonna need to, like, destroy some of these here. And, oh goodness. Let's see. This is gonna be a little bit tricky to try to get my walls right when I've got all this junk in the way. Maybe I can do this, and then we can just kind of destroy some of the overhead, so I'm not dealing with all this ground here. Hall of Rain, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The signs are great. Yeah, used for certain things, but yeah, they're kind of small, and it's a little hard because they still have that like little bit of texture on the back, but has been nice trying to figure out creative ways to use different things, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do, like, try to destroy some of this stuff. And then maybe put in, like, I don't know, man. I don't know where to put these things to fill it in here. Is that right? Or do I need a... No, that was right. Ah, there we go. That's the one. Okay. Like that. And we gotta continue that across for the edge there. Lord Zizzle, welcome in. Heard about the new update coming in the fall. Want to implement logic doors like redstone in Minecraft. Did they say anything more about that? Because they're doing version 1 of logic in the spring. But I don't know. I didn't see if they put out some news about the fall update. Do they have more out about it now? Just need to add a lot of stone blocks, like castle ones, different types, sizes. They do. I mean, they do have a lot of stone blocks, but I guess some different, you know. Not at the moment. Lord Zizzo, just been hearing about it a little bit. Nice, nice. Yeah, some YouTubers have been doing, you know, some speculation and stuff about it. It's gonna be similar to that if it's similar to their Portal Knights logic, which could be really exciting. Let's see. Let's get that one there, and try to keep. Oops. Keep going around. No worries, Christy. Thanks for popping by. There's kind of a point where if they tried adding every prop, every person, oh, it would be tons. Some of the challenge is using minimal props and seeing what you can do with them. Oh, time is flying by. It's actually not. This is the sunrise right now. It's actually going very, very slow. It looks fast because it just came. I think I have it set to an hour actually, so we get the nice sunrise. But yeah, it looks fast because it was just all the shadows when it came above the mountain there. Hey, Alpha's back. Hey, welcome back, Alpha. Building now. Whoa, what am I building now? This building foundation you're laying out? Yes, this is the foundation of the diagonal house. And I think what would make it easier here is let's go into settings and turn all of our foliage off, you know? That's what's getting me right now. And let's go small foliage. And then let's go voxel details. Turn them all off. And now I can see what the heck I'm doing in here. For my foundation. This is better. Enrica, welcome in. Dinner time for you as well. Yeah, nice. No worries at all. It's another slightly later stream. I have been doing more of them. They work out well for my schedule. I can get things done during the day, and then I'm able to still stream during the evenings, especially when I'm doing some more content. So I apologize if not a ton are in the mornings. I still hope to do some morning streams throughout the week. You know, we did one yesterday, for example, but they won't all be that way. Guys, liking the look at the graphics now of this game. I did some more tweaking. Specifically to the bloom and sharpness the other day, because I was just learning more from like playing Crimson Desert. I was like, wait, can I get this game to look even better? Because I had to update my graphics drivers again for Crimson Desert. So I was like, you know, maybe we add a little sharpness, lower the bloom strength just a little, and then up the gamma in there. And now we just look at this freaking detail. And this is with voxel details and foliage all turned off, and the detail's already like this. Like, holy cow. It's just crazy. Just downloaded this game last week, been watching the YouTube videos. Heck yeah, Tabby. That is awesome. Man, yeah, I would give anything to have a fresh start in this game when it comes to, you know, discovering it for the first time. It's my favorite building survival game ever. Yeah, the graphics really are nice. They really are. I was looking up all how the voxel rendering's been done in here and stuff. I don't think you guys, unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever be getting better render distance. It might be a little better someday, but I don't think it's gonna be much better. So there's that. Little unfortunate, but the biggest reason is because on a normal game like Crimson Desert, it's like a static. Everything is static textures. This game has to render individual voxel textures, which makes it incredibly resource intensive. Incredibly resource intensive. And it's not as simple as just doing something like nanite. So I don't know if we'll, you know, we might get like a slider for higher end computers, but this thing already on maximum settings is like taking up all my resources. This game is like upgraded Minecraft, like hugely upgraded Minecraft. Plan for Enshrouded 2 to fix that? Maybe, you never know. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Imagine trying to do a new run and having try faking the reactions. That'd be funny. Yeah, trying to do another like, oh man, look at this. New playthrough from a beginner's perspective, as if I didn't have 1,000 hours in the game. Crimson Desert is doing so good. All of a sudden, one update and killing it. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice they're putting some attention. Got interrupted. What's the next plans? What are you building now? Better foundation? Are you laying out for what building? Oh yeah, this is I have no idea. It's probably gonna be like a little farmhouse. A little farmhouse or a little cottage. Something like that. Just a simple little cottage maybe. Just trying to do a 45-degree build. So now that we have the foundation layout, let's see, let's go grab some well blocks and start doing some corners here. I'm really curious to see how we could get this thing to turn out. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, so let's go to the well blocks. We're gonna be matching the forest village vibe. Same block styles, you know, stuff like that. But just a 45 degrees. So on the corners, I'm doing the 2x well pillars. And these will be at 45s, but I think this will be fine. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I got no plan for this. We're just gonna, you know, mess around here. So let's put one of these on each of those 2x corners. Try it out. Diagonal house and using VUCA temple blocks for foundation. Why not? I mean, yeah, the bricks will look diagonal a little bit, but that's what I've used for all my other houses, so it's got to match in this case. But yeah, if you're doing it, you know, from scratch or something, you can do it with whatever you want. Whatever you want, honestly. Alright, so is that... It's gonna be kind of a large house, I feel like. What could we do here? I could shrink it down by a whole... Well, you know, this should work. Obviously, it's gonna go across multiple streams, but do you think You guys think that size is okay for that area? As a rectangle for that section? We could even maybe have like part of it be like a little like covered porch or something. I don't know. Figure something out. But yeah, I think maybe this is good. Gotta say, do miss the speed of this game. The speed, like character movement. It's nice not to have so much input delay. I think that was the one big downfall still of Crimson Desert. It's like horrible with the input delay. Yeah. Was playing Enshrouded past week. Built a Jedi Temple inspired build. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. And Lisa says yes. Yes to the size. I think it'll be good. Looks like a good size. An L-shaped porch would look good. Oh, like kind of like a little wraparound deck in the sort of front section, or like actually, we could almost do like the door here, and then the inner floor plan could be here, and then it goes out like this. Ooh, wait, I've got some cool ideas that we could sort of add like lower level texture to this build to kind of make it look interesting. Think the size is good, Joe. Okay. Do we want to go up, oh, it would be a perfect farmer's market? Oh, that could be pretty cool. Yeah, I want to do like a covered porch, or like part of this is the porch. Or it's like a wraparound covered, and then but like sharing the same roof as the house. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, what do you guys think of the height? Should I do it, if it's gonna be kind of like, well, I don't know. The carpenter's hut up there is this high, where we have the walls this high. I could go up another, you know, we could do these ones a little bit taller if we wanted to have like a larger, you know, like a larger top floor or something. Doing walls with props or just blocks. So I'm going to try a mix of both, like here and there, to add some texture and make it interesting. We'll try. Because after all, it is like a voxel game, so this isn't exactly a challenge of building a house only using props, which I totally could do at some point. But yes, we will use props to our advantage, you know, to try to, yeah, for variation, you'd go taller. Yeah, just to add some stuff, so it'll be like a little bit of a taller cottage. Okay, let's do it then. It'll turn into a longer, as with all my projects, it seems, as soon as I build them big, it's like they turn into a larger project. Trying to make it look more off-grid, say some pop-out shapes on the foundation. Yeah, I'm considering that a little, but that's because it's so large. I'm not quite sure where I would put them. I mean, I could put one on the side over here. We could do like a little pop out on this side, which that could actually work. I'm not opposed to that. Never simple on this channel. That's why we like it. What foundation is that? This is the VUCA temple blocks, but at 45 degrees. We're building a house off the grid to see what we could do. And we'll see what happens. Could connect it to the building above. That would be huge. Love using the wooded graded panels as well. You also make them whatever angle. Yeah, those could be nice. Get a loft inside? Yes, I am thinking that. With a roof like this, I think a loft inside would be very nice. And I think we could do a little bump out, like right in the middle of this side here. So let's see, where do we kind of have the floor planks? So this is a big one right there. So let's do the snapping like this. And then let's do the floor. Let's see here. Let's do it out of the little guys. Let's put one here and there. And then try to sort of expand. Oh yeah, that's we want this out of the temple stones there. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's on the middle. That's the exact middle of the house. We'll bump it out, and then it'll be, yeah, just some little like bump out that could go on this side. We could even do one on this side actually as well. Yeah, if it's almost like a little farmer's market, this could be interesting, actually. I mean, you know what, guys? If it is the Chiselchip channel after all, right? Let's turn this into a big project, all right? Let's turn it into a big project. Let's do some bump outs on the sides, and we're gonna have like an entrance over here with some stairs, some nice stairs. I'm obviously gonna fill in terrain and some nice like little brick wall underneath it or something. And we'll have some bump outs on each side that have their own little door. This one could wind down a path to get into this section of the yard. And then we could have like a little walk-through thing with a wraparound porch out front. And then, oh yeah, I've got some plans. And then this back can be solid. That way you look at it at the front, we've got some nice texture of the little pop-outs, and they'll be at lower roofs than the side. All right, I've got some plans now. I got some plans, we good. Like the cute farmer's market idea, the decor would be nice challenge. Yeah, some little like farm stands and stuff, I think that'd be cool. What about greenhouse with the inner foundation of a loft upper floor living area? Yeah, we could do like a little bit of a greenhousey situation in here. Whose home will this be? I mean, probably the farmer's assistant, maybe? Because we've got Emily in the Hobbit house. I put the farmer's assistant in the house above, but like, look at his house. It's kind of just like seed beds and like extra storage. It's pretty blah. So, I mean, we gotta put maybe the farmer's assistant in here. Glad to be the inspo fairy. Heck yeah, and we could do some clutter sessions as well again, you know. Greenhouse pop out maybe. Oh yeah, that could be cool to like hang some plants in these sections. Have some of the sections here be less walled in, and then that's a good excuse to use more like windows for the 45-degree walls maybe. Could be interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. Would you build your house on stream? Love the house. Did you build your house on stream? Which one, Tabby? The this farmer hobbit hole? I actually have this as a whole dedicated video on YouTube, a whole tutorial and walkthrough guide of building this one. And then yeah, everything in this forest village is built on my streams. So yeah, all the stuff in this village I do have in a playlist on YouTube, and it's still all up there. If you're curious, it's a bit of content, but yeah, it's up there. All right, let's turn off snapping here, and let's just get rid of some of this terrain again. There we go, just to make things a little cleaner. All right, and then let's go to the single block, and while all of our stuff is off, let's try to yeah, let's just destroy all this junk here. Having explosive personality irksome. Irksome always does. Always does. Alright, so let's go with this here in the middle. Something like that. Or along those lines, and same thing on this side here. So let's see if I can sort of do this. And then another one here. Oops, yep, no, that worked. And there. And then we can continue just destroying all these pieces. Could have done this foundation like one block higher, and then just like tied it in, but this is fine. We'll figure it out. Alright, this one might not want to be there. Yeah, that one shouldn't be there. Let's see, let's go here, 2, 3, 4, and then here as well. We can go 1, 2. And then, yeah, that'll be the size of the these little bump out things. I think that's pretty good. Love how the clay contrasts against the green. Yeah, look, yeah, the little waterfall there. I decided to leave the clay and copper over here. I thought they looked kind of nice, and it'll look better here in a second once I get the foliage all turned on again. Yeah, it does look nice. This game is so beautiful. It does forest builds and cozy stuff just crazy well. which is honestly why I am prioritizing those style builds in this game. 6, oops, one right in here. Let's see, let's go 6, yep. 2, 3, and 4. Right on here. Perfect. And then 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, the grass and stone blend organically. It's nice. I mean, they've done such a great, like, for a voxel game, you gotta appreciate, like, again, this is no foliage even turned on. Let me get these pillars up, then I can turn that foliage back on. But yeah, for a voxel game, you gotta appreciate, like, just how good they actually did do the water and, like, all this stuff. Like, it's insane, actually, when you really think about it. Pretty crazy. All right, so there we go. We have the, oops, what is, I must have done this one wrong. I think this gotta come in one, like that. Yeah, and we got room for the door on that side. That should work. Okay. So, yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the foliage again. Just, there we go. But yeah, now you got, like, all the little vines. They even react to the footsteps. All the copper, the foliage, the grasses. I mean, you would not think this is Minecraft-y at all. It's insane. And yeah, for beautiful little cozy builds, and, like, even just, like, the water, the way it interacts with swimming around. Like, Minecraft water doesn't do this. Clear glass would be cool. Oh, absolutely. It'd be awesome. Figure you couldn't go a week without building? Oh, I could have. I figured you guys could go a week without me building. As well, you know. Yeah. If you can add ivy to spots, materials come together. Oh, yeah. Just the blend is awesome. How many hours do you think placing stairs inside the tree would take? Replacing the stairs inside the tree? Why? What should I replace them with? Something else? I never really put a lot of energy into that, into the inside of that tree. I kind of don't want to. I'm gonna be honest. I want to save that for a bigger 1.0 project because I kind of want to just really take everything I've learned from this village, and this is the last thing I really want to learn how to do is a nice diagonal house. Just in case we want to switch up the texture here and there, because especially if you have like a little village, having some like round huts, some diagonal ones, like this is all kinds of stuff we can do to like just make it look more interesting, you know? Oops, I messed up here. I think that's how it's supposed to be, yeah. Yeah, imagine we'll get glass soon, hopefully. It really should come with the water and stuff that we got. I thought it would come with the water biome update. Love the desert biomes. Yeah, they just haven't given attention needed to create cool desert builds. Yeah, it's, I mean, you can create really cool ones. I do gotta say that. They do have some nice pieces. I just haven't tended to build in the desert. I think they did a good job on the biomes, but personally, like I've been a big fan of these forests because we just don't get this in other games, you know. I try to look at the way I play games as like, oh, you know, do we get this in other games? If so, that's awesome. If not, then, you know, what could I do, you know, that's different from other games I play, you know? So like in Valheim, building nice like Viking castles or things like that, it's like, oh, that's awesome, and I really like to do that. But in a game like this, you know, its specialty is this cozy forest building. I was debating if I wanted to do these 1-bys, but I think I'll do them 2 blocks. Yeah, I'll do them like that because then we can fit the door in between, and they'll work. They'll work out, I think. If it looks too heavy, I can always change it later. Okay. I'll just put those ones back actually, since I have the foliage on. And then put these ones back over here. Yep, that works. Made new trees inside ramps and 5 separate rooms. Yeah, for your characters. That's awesome. Yeah, I wanna with a large build that I do as like an end game base, I wanna do like a foresty style base. But and then yeah, for any of you that weren't here for the stream where I was scoping out locations, you gotta see this spot up here. I was thinking possibly this was where I would do like a large tree build, but I want to build my tree from scratch because I don't like the way the ones in Blackmire look. I think they did a really bad job on the models. But I want to build my own from scratch up in here. Like, look at this spot. Like, we can build up here now after the water biome update. All this area used to be off limits, but like the view and like sunsets and sunrises, or like right down here. Oh my goodness, I forgot I disabled the glider. And Casey's here. Oh gosh, this isn't gonna be good. Valheim can be complicated. It's hard to manage stability if you want. Yeah, to only use stone or black marble. But yeah, you gotta hide the iron beams in them and stuff. Valheim's a lot of fun, but yeah, you can't build a floating island. You can't build a massive tree. You can't build a hobbit house. All the things I can't do in Valheim are what I love about this game. And then the things I can't do about this game are what I love about Valheim when it comes to like the fortresses and the castle style builds, or like the fishing villages where you got all the water and the boats and sailing, and like that's so much fun in Valheim. So that's what we'll be doing with a 1.0 Valheim playthrough, and we are doing a full new playthrough of Valheim when that drops in 1.0. I will be doing that on the channel as a live series, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you could build floating and dev commands. It's true. You can do a lot with dev commands with Valheim, actually. It has like the most insane creator tools I've ever seen in a lot of games, but yeah. I feel like Crimson Desert has ruined distance views for you. Yeah, it's pretty freaking nice, isn't it? Pretty freaking nice. Oh. Shit. You really got me with that disabled glider. Alright, now that I've died, I'm putting it back on. Putting it back on. I didn't actually expect to forget about that. It's going back on. You only get to kill me once. Where's my backpack? Okay. How do I? Oh yeah, character. I gotta like get used to this game now. So much Crimson Desert with janky controls. There we go. Forgot to be social again, so. Hey Joe, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Wrong game plus witness my improved bow skills. Oh yeah, Casey. Hopefully they're a little better. Some off-grid thoughts. Joe sent me a DM. Awesome. Enshrouded has a nice art style that you enjoy. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It really is. It's nice. Yeah, I'm so used to like jumping out of my tree and oh, not again 3D. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go again. So where do I want these inner ones? I'm thinking when I'm like on the sides of those, it's probably a good spot. But those ones should honestly be the smaller ones. It's gonna be too heavy if I use all these big pillars. So let's go with these little guys in the insides, right there, and then same thing on here, because we can. The outer corners, I want to use the big ones, but I think these little inner ones, we good. Ghost glider, because you just died. Oh yeah, now it's off again. Muscle memory can be a bitch. Oh yeah. It can be hard to get over. Just wish the character creator was a bit more in-depth. Yeah, for this game. And the characters could use a little bit of a makeover. They're actually off to like a stupidly good start. Like the eyes blink, and like there's actually a lot of detail in them. They just look a little too like wax figure-y. I feel like their other textures, like they have the potential to make a more muted face tone. I feel like I don't know. Just put trampolines all around your build. True. Yeah, someone else disabled it. We've had it disabled. This is now second time today, Casey. Already died once. Already died once because of it. Well, blocks feel heavy. They do a little bit, but that's what I've used for all the rest of my build. They're not going to feel as heavy once I have the rest of the build in. They feel heavy because there's so many pillars going on here right now. But this is the this is what they'll be like currently, so What I think we'll want is, let's see. I kind of need to start working on the upper floors now. So what are we doing for the upper floors here? I think I'm going with the conifer wood. Let's go with the conifer wood. And then, let's see here. I'm gonna do like a little edge here. Oops. I think that's right. I think that follows the lower floor. Going to lurk while working on build? Heck yeah. No worries. Appreciate you lurking and stopping by. You building in Enshrouded? Doing something in Valheim? And conifer wood we trust. I love it. Clip it after he finishes the stream, Casey. Channel you follow just for builds Enshrouded. The guy used some coffins to make archways. Yeah, for a huge bridge. Yeah, that's an awesome trick to do. For sure. Have to go back to look for it. Uh-oh. And yeah, Enshrouded, Sarah? Nice. Yeah, I'm really glad it's all running for you and everything now. That's awesome. All right, I want it to be up one, so let's go on this level here. That's what I want. Okay. So that, and then we can go out on here, continue this one, and then out here. I'm just gonna outline the build first. Takes a little more effort when it's diagonal. And yes, aspects of it will look a little bit blocky, but because, you know, I do want it, like, it is a block game, you know, like I said, I'm not doing 100% props for this build, or that would kind of be a slightly different challenge, but palm wood also goes well with the well block. Oh yeah, I've been using palm wood for all the trim in these builds, so I'll use the conifer, and then I use palm for, like, I mean, this technically could be trim, but this is actually going to have the roof block covering it, so this doesn't matter as much. So this is, like, essentially just the floor here is what we're creating the outline floor for the second level. So there we go. I don't know if I'll have enough room to actually, like, go in these little bump outs as far as a loft goes, so we'll actually have to see about that. But if I do, that would be kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, my GPU is just cranking with this game. It's crazy. After playing Crimson Desert, I'm like, oh man. Oh man, it gets hot with this one. We using full-on power. Never thought play a game that is literally therapeutic. I mean, this one's freaking nice. Freaking nice when it comes to that. Isaac, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You've been making it to, like, a lot of streams lately. The morning ones, the evening ones. I guess work's been boring, huh? No, welcome back. I appreciate you. Did I ignore your post? Forever waiting for Chip to build my roof. Wait, what? What post? What post, Catesy? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure which one you're referring to, but you know, eventually maybe I'll figure it out. We'll find. Gave up on work, Isaac? Uh-oh. What, you looking for another job then again, or you just saying like you tired now? I just read it. Oh shoot. Okay. Or that was probably an accident. It was probably my subconscious, honestly. See, I'm gonna keep falling off of these, aren't I? Especially as we start getting taller, without a lot of scaffolding to work with here. I feel like I just want to outline it first, you know, and then we'll like fill it in with some blueprints. But part-time looking for another job. Sad because you used to like this job a lot. Oh no, what happened then? Well, you don't have to say, it's okay. But yeah, hopefully all goes well. How many signs did you leave in Catesey's world? I want to see how long it'll take to find them. I don't know. I don't even remember. It's like probably more than 4. Little softy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Back later, Lisa. No worries. All right, so we've got, this actually looks kind of interesting as far as textures go. Need a poof for a pig, yeah, finish up baby's birthday celebration. Oh, heck yeah. Have fun with that. Thanks for stopping by. Death counter active, my friends. Yeah, we getting a little higher up now. We're gonna need some scaffolding eventually. Oh, you happen to have a copy of said world, Irksome. Okay, all right. Well, you can look for them. Like I said, I think it's at least like 3 or 4. Something like that. Oops. Okay. And same thing on this side. She found 3 herself? Okay. I mean, maybe it was only 3. I guess we'll just never know. That's gonna be the mystery of it, right? Maybe there's a 4th one hiding somewhere. I don't even remember where I put them, to be honest, anymore. Alright, getting that one done. And then this section here... Well, I suppose I should continue it all the way across, and we can always cut it out later to create like the loft and stuff. I'll confuse myself too much if I cut it out now, so I'm just going to continue it all the way across. Okay, so there's that. And then I need to do... Well, you know what? We could start filling in this upper floor here now. So the bottom floor has these guys as like the centers here. And then it had 2 that were like right on the insides of those pillars. Right? Because if I destroy like the edge of one of these... Oh wait, is that like... Okay, if I put a block there... Ah, okay, so it's like 1 in from the sides of both the pillars. Okay, gotcha. So what we want to do is put in these little things across there. And now we can jump up and finish that little top section. Okay. So we want to go to the bigger floor. Go in here. Now snapping off for just a second, and right there. And we can turn snapping on. There we go, perfect. And this will speed up our process for filling these ones in. And then same thing for our little in-between ones here. Or actually, no, I wanted this floor to be lower. I just wanted those to be like the tops of the walls there. What can we do here to make this better? Because yeah, I didn't want it to actually be quite this tall. Well, I could still put the rim for the roof up on this section, but then just put it on the lower section as well. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Whoops. Okay. Well, let's take back all this and do a little reset here. Okay. So we want that to be there, and then those to be destroyed. That one to be there. Okay. So we're just gonna have to see how this looks. And on the outside, I can also like glitch fence pieces into it and all kinds of stuff to try to make things look more natural. So we should be good. But we'll have to see. Having seen you build the bird cage, I know is going to be incredible. Is he living some home made for him yet? The alchemist, he's up in the bird cage house. Yeah, the alchemist house. Keep trying to place the big flame thing. Can't seem to get it even on the platform. Like the flame altar, and you can't get to like trying to change the location of it a bit. Easiest way to place those, if that's what you're talking about. I could show you something quick. Oops. Didn't mean to do it that low. All right. In a flow state. Pretty much. That's when the muse is active, you know what I'm saying? We concentrate and we build in. Made a platform to get to it, or to get it to far one side or to the other. Yeah, I'm not sure I fully understand your question. But I could try. The braziers, then turn off snapping. Yeah, you can. You can turn off snapping. And you can also often hit the rotation buttons, and then you can kind of bypass a lot of the errors of being able to place things, even with snapping on. Alright, so we want to go down on this level, because this is going to be the floor. Philly Chick, welcome back. Hope you're doing well, having a good day. Alright, so let's go on this one maybe. Yeah, let's push this here. We want to go in, out. I'm pretty sure that's what we want to do. Pretty sure anyway. Do these match up if I come down? Those don't seem to match up. Something's weird here. Want it to come in, and then like that. No, that's not matching up either. Okay, what could we do here? In again, then we want to go like this. I think it's like that. Yeah, that's even with the top one. Let's do that. So big, can't see where the center is. Oh yeah, you could just use some snapping and try to sort of figure it out. It's hard sometimes because yeah, we don't have you'll just have to manually count the blocks. But yeah, it's hard sometimes because we don't have like whatchamacallit, like coordinates in this game. And coordinates would be really awesome to have in Enshrouded, so that we could plan out larger builds. You know, in Minecraft or Hytale, you can hit the keys and get wherever, you know, you can point at a block, and then you get the exact coordinates of that block. It's very convenient. Hey, Green Missy, welcome in. Green Mossy. Been crazy here and missed my ASMR. What have you been up to lately? Probably, wait. Even number of blocks versus an odd number of blocks with the altar issue. Yes, altar, like a lot of stuff in Enshrouded, I always build my builds even numbers because odd just bends my brain too much. I did try an odd build, but it's just, yeah, it's tricky, so wouldn't recommend to anyone. I get we have like 3x windows, and if you have to, sometimes building odd can be, you know, beneficial, but I don't know. In general, I plan my Enshrouded builds even. Yeah, I would love a build camera. It'd be so nice. All your builds are odd, not in a good way, Isaac. Tried that too. Oh no. Yeah. Favorite nickname, Green Mossy. In by 2 on this one. Yep, that works. All right, and then jump down here, hopefully not die. Oops. One more higher, there we go. So this is going to be our floor right in here, essentially. Oops. I think that's what that's what I want. And then come all the way across with this. And some of this might get deleted after the fact. Like I said, I like to frame things out, and then if they don't work, we delete them afterward. But if I keep them here for now, then I don't confuse myself too much, and we have all the structure that we need to work with. Missed the start. What are we building, Crooked? So I didn't actually know at the start of stream what this house would be. But it seems like, from all the feedback, it seems like this will be a perfect little like farmer's market / cottage. So that's what we're gonna try to go for. Is a little farmer's market area, kind of like a secondary barn-ish, but just not for animals, I guess. Maybe. Favorite servers went poof. Anyone else? Uh-oh. We have an Enshrouded community server. It's still up. We'll probably do another reset for 1.0. Frankly, just improvise. Something doesn't align and stuff. Find a workaround. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do here. I'm doing the frame, and then we're going to like. There's the frame of our 45 degree building so far. It's actually not gonna look bad though. Like this is This might actually really work well, and with the moss, it could smooth out the roof at a 45 degree angle to like actually work for this build. This is gonna be interesting, you guys. Okay, let's do our floor now that we can. All right, so we want it to back up there and then there. Perfect. And then snapping on and there. Perfect. This is what we want. There we go. Lots of prop placement coming. Oh yeah, probably. Moss for the win. Like, honestly, I get this, the really sucky render distance in this game, but like terrain roofs they've just become my thing. It's so hard to go back from doing them when you can get like custom fantasy style roofs. Like, yeah, they're a little thick and fluffy, but like, I don't know. It's there's just something about them that I really like in this game. It's like I can't do that in other games. Oh shoot, I forgot I had the glider off again. I was trying to get onto the thing. Guess we're gonna have to go another way. Let's get up here. That was a little close. Glad I have some more health here. I am Bob Moss. Gonna look so cool. I hope so. At the very least, it'll be an interesting test, and I can use the idea in some other way later if I want for some other build. But we will try and make it work. All right, so we'll just fill in those little like corners there. Yeah, Bob Moss. It is the way. Okay, now I want to come across with these ones here. I think anyway. Oh, one more, okay. Oops. Go in there, and then... Yep, there we go. Oops. And then one there. Bob Moss merch. I don't know, like, what the regulations around that would be. See, I totally would, but, like, could I call it Bob Moss when people, like, would obviously get the reference that it's Bob Ross, you know? I know a bunch of you want that on a t-shirt. Like, I don't know. You know, I gotta figure it out, I guess. Because, like, I don't want to, like, get in trouble for, like... Sure you could, maybe. I mean, it's not his name. I mean, it's true. Yeah, because it's a parody, like a quote or something. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Yeah. A light green shirt with Chip with a green moss afro. I feel like only people who come to my Enshrouded streams would buy that, but at the same time, probably a lot of people would. The Moss Boss, yeah, Moss Boss, absolutely. That was the other one we'll do, and I could do both of them for sure. But for people who don't want the Bob Moss, but we could get, yeah, Moss Mob Boss. You with a green afro? Oh my god. Okay, so you guys, Katesy, since she's dipping out, now I can make fun of her. So, or not fun of her, you know, she was mocking up a bunch of stuff for me. Oh gosh, where were they? They were wasn't she sharing some of them in the art channel in the Discord? Yeah, so let's see. Where was that? Where was? Oh no, the Moss Boss one was in our crazy chat here. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Well, she didn't give me green hair, but she did make me holding a thing. She was screwing around with AI the other day. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, Mina. So I don't got the green afro, but yeah, I gotta have the green afro actually. Should have the green afro. But you got all the mossy roofs, you know? You got all the mossy roofs in the background. What is this one? Moss on white there with the waterfall. I mean, it's pretty clean. No beard. Yeah, I can't do the beard because I don't have one of those, and you know, looks like his cheeks are a little out there. Yeah, don't make AI art, it's theft. Yeah, pretty much, because it's using everything from the internet. I mean, it's kind of just doing random things, but the biggest things that I'm planning on doing, if I can find a couple of little sneak peeky ones that I sent them. Okay, so this is the style that I am thinking for some of my merch that I've started to sketch up. You guys will get an early thing since we're talking about it, okay? So, I'm sketching them up, and then I want to try to like vectorize the forms and be able to do like white on black, black on white, keep it simple, generic, everybody's gonna, you know, want them kind of a thing. Or like, you know, these are some of the concepts that I've been, you know, randomly trying out lately. Something along these lines, you know, these aren't official, but they're, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think of them? Orianza, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You buy it, Isaac? All right. So I guess it's good so far. Awesome, Alpha. Okay. Can I help you with that, Mina? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. I'll reach out to you. Yeah, for like vectorizing stuff and all kinds of things. You probably know how to do that pretty good. Awesome. Want some more, Sith? These are cute. Okay. Then yeah, this is what I was thinking. You know, because I do like pencil sketches and drawings and stuff, but like when you try to put like a pencil sketch printed on a t-shirt, sometimes it can just look messy or faded over time if there's a lot of colors, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the art either has to be like this, like the outline type sketch, because I think it'll look clean, or like digitized art where it's like really solid, very few colors, like my profile picture or things like that, because that prints well. But like a pencil sketch, I feel like would kind of, I want to make them nice and not like look too bad over time, you know? So I was just thinking like keeping it simple or one color would sort of do that. Can find commercial-free fonts too. Yeah, I was thinking. So this is the one I use in all my thumbnails. That's that same font. That's just why I put it there for now. But we could find something fun, a little more fun maybe, for some of those. But yeah. Anyway, since we were talking about it, I figured I would show you guys. Those are the two that I have, like, you know, little concepts. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys like them. I'm glad you guys like them. I was worried like, oh, maybe they'll be a little too simple, but then of course we'll put the goat on a raft. You want one with a goat on a raft? That could work. We could sketch out like the Valheim raft or something and put it on there. Want a hoodie for sure? Okay, heck yeah. Banksy style stencil. I mean, we do stencils as well for them, yeah. Print them as well with like the, oh my goodness, yeah, with like the relief carving prints, but whatever, goats your float with one on a raft. Yeah, I was thinking like some hoodies. We'll put the logo on some of them. So I was, let's see here. Do I have my my logo handy? I got my I got it all official because I'm using it for like the chat bot and stuff too. But we have where did it go? This one here. Let me pull it up. So this one will be on some. You know, we'll just do some that are simple. With just the axe logo and like the Chiselchip in like a, you know, sort of like a medieval fantasy style font below. But yes, the logo is full vectorized. My brother helped me make this one, and so this is this is a server icon and also the icon for the chat bot and everything. So this is like my non-face Chiselchip logo, so to speak. The point of it was like the log is supposed to be the C. You know, to where the axe sort of breaks it up. So like this, you know, this log part is supposed to be the C, and then you've got the axe as like the inner portion of the C. So it's like, you know, one of those hidden logos a bit, but kind of felt right for my vibe. So we've been working on perfecting this one. It's fully vectorized. It's all good now. And I was thinking, you know, this could be stitched on some caps or you know, doing like the Chiselchip merch as well, but then for like the funny saying stuff, we do like the white sketches, you know, style, or yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm brainstorming it, and I really love your all's feedback and all that stuff, because obviously I'm doing it for everyone here. So yeah, Actor, exactly. Here you go. Put it in the Twitch chat there. Chip needs a notice. No goats harmed. Gotta do that one too. The balloon must be yellow. Need a proper font, we shall talk. Do I? Okay, let me show you the one that I've liked the best that is commercial use completely fine for the Chiselchip logo. For like the part that says Chiselchip that'll go under the axe on some of the merch. Do I have it in here? Did I get rid of it? Oh no, I did. I have it in here. This one I thought was kind of cool. This sort of medieval Viking style font. I felt like it was playful, but still like, you know, not too messy looking. Like some of them are just way too like, but like it's chiseled in a way, you know, it's a little bit like that. So this was kind of what I was thinking, that like that font, Arianza. I think it's definitely one of my favorites from the ones I've seen so far. Ani D, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Instead of the balloon, it could be stone, because whatever floats. Oh, that'd be funny. No worries, Whoop. Yeah, it seems to fit the logo a little bit. Has the fantasy vibe. Yeah, like I want it to be a little fun, you know, rather than just being like generic. Yeah, a bit of a Celtic font, exactly. And I have a lot of Celtic heritages too. That's like kind of, you know, it resonates with me a bit. So I was like, this is, you know, I could see this working a bit. So anyway, Mina, there you go. There's like the bit of an idea that I have. And if you have others that look similar or other things you know of, by all means, I'd love to hear about them. But yeah, anyway. Consider actually using a chisel as part of the logo. So I thought about it, but at the same time, I was like, that's, you know, because yes, I did a lot of woodworking and stuff. I still do. And so, you know, I could have like a chisel, but I thought like the axe was kind of enough and it had that C shape. So, but yeah, I was thinking about that when I was designing the logo a bit, like, oh, I could try to do something like that. But, Alpha, you like the font? Dip, fun stream as always. No worries, Vogier. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, idea of embroidered badge is fun. Make the, yeah, good magnets too. Oh, that's true. It could make good magnets. Yeah. That could be cool. dye yarns and started buying it. T-shirts that are printed for her. Have to get the name of her vendor and send it to you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm looking into fourth wall right now a little bit because I need something that also integrates with YouTube and makes it easy, at least till I get a whole, like, you know, website set up for some stuff. You're half Scottish. Oh, heck yeah, Alpha, and you love it too. Yeah, so I'm like almost half Irish, and then a little over a quarter Italian, and then some German, and then just a bit of a mutt from then on out. But, you know, well, if you're getting group feedback, everyone in this group's super creative. Yeah, we've got a good group today. So I was like, while we're on the topic, you know, while we're on the topic, I can... Oh, crap. I thought that was where the Hobbit house was. I didn't think that was the back side of the house. All right, glider goes back on. Need some official gamer gloves for building, Philly Chick. That would be funny, actually. Here, I'm putting it back on. I'm putting it back on. All right. Mixed with everything else because of Brazil. Death number 2, yep, all because of the glider stuff. Half German Isaac, oh nice. Heck yeah. Gravity hurts. Oh yeah. It does. It really does. I just need to get back into the cozy hobbit hole so we can go to sleep, and so that you guys can see in the daytime. And while I'm sleeping, I gotta go open my window because it's hot in here. Good old Enshrouded performance. All right. Yep, 2 so far. You're tracking. Tankard with the logo on it? Yeah, I'm thinking some mugs of some kind. Yeah, I think we gotta have the mugs, you know. We gotta have the cup of mug and, you know, some stuff there. So I've got some quotes and some other stuff, so what I'm doing is kind of like, you know, doing like a pencil sketch of the merch stuff. I mean, maybe we could even do a stream of like sketching out some of these ideas. Because I've still got quite a few more to go. I could try to get like a top-down camera, and we could do a merch designing stream, just to sketch out some stuff. Could be interesting. God, I love the idea of the official gamer gloves. That would be really funny. Oh man. So I do think we might be able to get into these little side rooms, but for now, this will be the second floor here. And we've got the first one, we'll have the wraparound deck, we'll have that texture at the top. Does make for very good video education. Yeah, it could be fun to do. It could be fun indeed. Scottish, Irish, Italian, because of Polish, Welsh, and Cherokee. Oh, and Cherokee. Oh my goodness. About to say Cherokee. Good old American mud, yep. Alright, where do we want these on? I think, was that the... Yeah, that's the top of those, so... Let's get this one here, get back to the well block, and go with that. There we go. And then that can sort of be on the top of the thing. Well, does that need to go in by 1 block? I think we're good, actually. I kind of want... Maybe we just leave it. We leave it that way, and we'll figure out the top section a little later. Oh, that's awesome, Alpha. Scottish, Native American. That's great. Very cool. Alright, debating if I want these pillars on the sides of the doorway as well, or if I want those ones to be... Actually, I've got some ideas for what I want those to be, I think. Got some ideas for it. Grew up in Canada, but live in Michigan. Gotcha. Gotcha. Been in Colorado for a long time, but I am looking at moving. Whether it's somewhere else in Colorado, or I've been looking a lot at Idaho, some other areas with similar climate, because I do like it here, but it's too pricey. Yeah, hide some red barrels under it. You'll never know they're there. We could. I feel like it needs to, I gotta ground the foundation now. Well, actually, it could be on like some little pillars. Like we could continue these guys down to the ground and then like, you know, put like a little, yeah, some like bushes and stuff along it, and then like the little front steps here. All right, we gotta work on those like little front patio or something here. I'm thinking like a mix of the. Maybe we do it with the flintstone here. That could look nice, actually. I might try to do it with the flintstone. Let's try it. All right, so we got this one, we got that one, and technically this right here would be the thing, but like let's do it one block down. Okay. And then we could kind of put it like this. Start filling in a little bit of the area. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to snap in there. There, and then in right there. Or maybe we do, because the VUCA stones were kind of what was nice for these, because then we can kind of have the rocks. So actually I'm gonna use those. At least for the outlines of it. And then I can always kind of make it better as time goes on. There we go. Love the Flintstone. It has the best mix of stone colors for this region. Oh yeah, it's got some nice stuff. What is the big stone on the floor? The big stone on the floor. This floor here. This one is these temple stones. That same block. Yeah, the field stones block. Those will be really nice for kind of surrounding it with like almost like a barrier wall that I could put like on this edge here. I used a bunch of those. In like I'll show you up here. We used a bunch of those for the mill house. So over in this section, I really liked how the farm over here turned out. Where we used all those for the barrier walls because they do look so good as little barrier walls for gardens or things like that when you just kind of free-forming it here. Drag, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We are building a diagonal house. And it's coming along. So something that is not at 90, that's actually at 45 degrees. And seeing if we can get it to look good. What do you put roof blocks to blend the stairs down though? I guess I can, yeah, just like, yeah, be some moss or something. I was thinking like a nice front stair would be nice here. Then we could try to do like some roof blocks on the sides actually with some of the, oh, wait, I've got some cool ideas maybe here. We'll try some stuff. Let's see here. Let's go up with those and then let's see, I need to go in with them as well. Put one there, perfect. And then some behind like this. Oops. Nope, not on the bottoms. Right up there. There we go. Yeah, an open farmer's market, exactly. Not use those, they look great. Yeah, they do look pretty good. I was thinking, you know, those and the well blocks and the flint, you know, they all kind of have this greenish, like, they blend very nicely into the forest for some, like, ancient ruins-y stuff, but, like, a little newer, so to speak. Next build gonna be a 30 degrees. Oh, gosh, Joe. Yeah, like, or 26 degrees. 26 or 15, yeah. That'll be, like, 2 out and 1 in. I mean, it's possible. If we do this, it's absolutely possible to do something like that, for sure. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then what we can do is bring some of that. What do I have roof blocks? So I still do have those other roofs in my inventory. What we can do is bring some of these roof sections out on the sides of these blocks to where they have, let's see here, like a nice little edge to them. I don't know how this will work, but we'll try some stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. Could even have it like this here. That's kind of cool right there. I don't know if I'll make it. I mean, I could make it a little wider, but I kind of think that works. Uh-oh. One of my lights turned off. I want to plug it back in. I think the battery might be dead. Yep, battery died. Placed 120k, grabbed another 30k blocks. Hope it gets all 150k placed tonight. My gosh, 3D, that's crazy. I mean, Mrs. Hightail from the looks of it. Mrs. Hightail? You mean why? Because it's looking blocky. Fascinating. This is gonna. I think this is pretty neat what we got going on here. Let me get this bottom here done with. This could be some nice ones to sort of do the flintstone because it's gonna blend into the path here. Oop, I had it right there. And let me keep some of that like on the thing, and then let's see here. Put one there, some of the normal stone, and then right there. There we go. So that this stone here, and we'll continue this path, kind of around the side and stuff here. Oh yeah, it'll look more blocky because it's at the 45 for sure. 64 blocks at a time goes quickly. This is true. That's crazy 3D. Man. Okay, let's get this one here, and let's put the well block, and I want to do the pillar that comes down on the corners here. Same thing on this side as well. That's how I did the tavern, and honestly, I think that look could kind of match this a little bit. So I'm gonna do that on these side corner pieces. All right, so there we go, and then on this very back one, yeah, I could bring it down to the ground. I mean, that would make sense. The big thing with this forest village was that I was trying to utilize the terrain to my advantage here. And this will work. It'll look a little funky, but, well, actually, no, that does work. It's supposed to come down and support it and stuff. I haven't played Hightail for about 2 weeks. Think waiting for the new content improvements. Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be some huge update on Thursday, actually, for Hightail? And yeah, I'll do a server reset for you guys too soon. I'm sorry I haven't gotten around to it yet. Where I'll let you guys blueprint builds if you have ones that you want to bring over. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there that's gotten buggy over the updates where I think a server reset would be really good. Because yeah, it's coming along. It's a nice, it's a really nice game, but just haven't been in it lately, not as much. Yeah, this is pretty neat here, what we've got going on. Also, windrows, love building windrows too. Isn't the demo like still out or something with that one? We could make these textures look a little less jagged if we what would it look like if we did like a roof block at the edge of them instead of the... No, it's not. I don't think that's gonna work. It'll all come together. And yes, it's going to be very blocky compared to other stuff, but we'll get it to work well. No, the community did not receive anything yet for the water build contest. They'll be in the event honor hall in the next big update. And King Games is currently in the process of switching merch providers, so there's been a bit of a delay there. They've been reached out to though, but they're just going to yeah, there's a little delay there. Always build a cellar from the farmer's market too. Oh yeah, I could put a little basement in it. Demo's still out. They didn't update even. Wow. That's yeah, where I put the pillar on the ground. Hightail reward chests are pretty bland. The work outweighs the rewards right now. Needs a lot of improving. I see. Yeah, just for... Yeah, it's definitely more of like a building style. You know, I think Minecraft has more of the in-depth stuff to do. You know, I think Hytale's still a little empty right now. Very pretty, though. I really like it. Are you still thinking of doing build competition type visits? Yeah, to visit our builds. Yes, I would love to keep doing those, yeah. I'll weave them in. But yeah, I'll keep doing them later, for sure. Still play this day, Windrow's nice. Taking ships and building. Heck yeah. Yeah, the Hytale and the mods and everything is so cool. And, yeah, the creator tools they offer and stuff, just insane. And I'm really happy with them. And a great escape from engineering school. Thank you, heck yeah. Well, I guess it's, you know, a little bit of engineering, but not structurally or anything. Just fantasy engineering. Yeah, Hytale is pretty cozy. Like, the lighting and stuff is definitely what I've often modded Minecraft to look like. You know, I love the way that Hytale looks in that way. It's very pretty. So as for the posts, I want some round pillars here. So we're gonna want the bamboo ones. I'm gonna put these buckets away. I'm gonna want the bamboo ones, but I'm also gonna want, I think the other ones can be crafted at the workbench if I have the stuff. What'd you miss, Catesy? Nothing. Definitely did not show the Moss boss, you know, the Bob Moss picture and stuff. Wood logs, more wood logs, okay. Chit chat mostly. Let's go back to the beginning. I'll get a bunch of wood logs. Cause I don't need to go quite to the resource world for that. This is easy enough. Easy enough to do. And there's a lot of trees over here. Use a stone fence on its side or a smooth edge of the building. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like something cool to trim out those middle sections. Because like I said, I want to use blocks for the most part to emphasize the fact that, like, yes, it's a voxel building system, but at the same time using props to really enhance it. Oh, both of them, Casey. We were talking a little bit about merch designs and stuff. Been doing Everwind on your channel. Take turns off stream playing it and Hytale both, waiting for the ability to place the water thingy on the ground. The water thing on the ground. For what? For Everwind? I don't know, because I left off on that stream that I did. I didn't play any more of it since then. I liked it, but I just didn't have as much time to do it with Crimson Desert and all coming out, so kind of did those ones for Hytale. Gotcha. Check out your DM before you get too much further. Might help visualize some stuff. Okay, Joe. Let's see here. What you got? Some examples of off-grid houses. Pieces used in build. Less manufactured vibe. Props and terrain connect to each other. So, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So you did, you got, like, you know, using those, flame, you know, mosaic things, you know, for the wall things there, and then the fences, and then, yeah, using the window frames for going around as this section, and then this is the 90-degree section up here. Yeah, this looks very nice. Totally doing something like that. And coffin lids for the stone and everything. I just we'll see where my windows end up and everything. But, no, this is lovely. It's very nice. Both games are highly in development for content stage. Thankfully, I listen to the community. Yeah, take into consideration, definitely. Yeah, Joe, thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I will, I'll look at the pieces and see what we have once I move on to the wall stage. Right now I'm kind of doing I'm doing the whole framework of the build, if that makes sense. Kind of getting everything, you know, outside to be placed right. That's gonna look good though. I think the mossy, like once all the props and stuff are around it and the mossy roof is on it and stuff, you're not even gonna know it's like, it's gonna look actually really decent. Like, I might be surprised at how good it might look. We've also got like all these things I could do, like little board and batten sides, or got all kinds of things honestly, but we'll see what makes the most sense to do. Could even do doors on the tips sideways, bookshelves. I mean, we could do tons of stuff. I'll have to decide what seems best. Irksome. Shroud's amazing for builders. Oh yeah, for sure. It's awesome. I think Chip jumped over the water just in case. It's been an epic splat. I still have it. I still have the glider. But yeah, I could jump into the pond. Of course it's gonna look good. It's Chiselchip's build. Glad you guys like them. Let's see, what do we got here? I wanted to make these pillars so that we could, I could test how they would look upside down. So if I turn on snapping, and then I put them to rotate, like, you know, all the way upside down here. I think that's upside down. Is that 1, 2? Yeah, that's good. And I wanted to put them like one here and one here, I guess. Oh yeah, those bury down far enough, and once we get like some little shrubbery to sort of hide them. To have my, you know, some little poles there, and then I could do something similar in the back to sort of switch up the vibe there. Yeah, that would be nice. So I'm not gonna have stairs back here, but I am gonna have like a little walkout on both of these sides. Truly a master builder. You think I am, Alpha? A little more out of practice these days, man. Looking at that water contest, holy cow. We got a ton of master builders in the community. I'm really shocked. That was amazing. I have 3 gen. Household granddaughter is trying to put your great granddaughter to bed. Just gave her a couple of sugar-covered donut holes. Oh, yeah, that'll put her to bed for sure, right? Alright, let's get this one flipped over, and I think right there. So how much is it in from the outside? We got like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from this side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hope that kind of sort of works. Those are gonna stick out a little, but I could do something with like the rocks or something to hide them. I wish we just had like normal poles, like I said, like logs or something that were just 1 voxel wide. I feel like that would look really nice. Go very nicely with what we've got here. Craving a donut now, Mina. Alright, yeah, I think this will work. Been lurking tonight? Want to say hi? Heck yeah, T-Bird, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. Sugar rush, sugar coma, potato, tomato. Right. Speaking of tomatoes, this was my tomato plant that I experimented with to see how far sideways I could get a plant to grow. That was before they allowed you to plant them upside down, which I'm stoked about now. This is your community, Chip. They love the eats. It's funny what you guys do. I mean, I guess, you know, snacks and drinks are kind of cozy sometimes. Yeah, I feel like they're not as much doing my carnivore thing, you know. It's like I have to force myself to eat to get enough food. Because I feel so full all the time. But hey, I'm glad I'm doing it, yeah. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, I've been doing like a carnivore diet thing lately to try to get my metabolism fixed up a little bit. So it's resulted in some huge energy crashes or other things for me where I'm like, oh, I just can't stream today, or other stuff, or having a tough time getting through the busy work, you know, like a couple weeks ago. So we're going, we're pushing through it. But it's not the easiest thing. We're in a natural looking cave system for water bill was fun. It took a lot of time. Yeah. Should try beef bacon. It's so good, Philly Chick. I did, but it's so hard to find around here. I have to make my own. There's one place that had it that we could ship it up from Pennsylvania, actually. but it's so hard to find. But I always become a topic during these streams, and Chip refuses to feed his animals. Yeah, you know. Exactly. The hot spring build, the crazy use of arches. Yeah, that build was so cool. That build was really cool. Full disclosure, that was definitely one of my tops. You know, it didn't make it into the top 5 based on other judges and kind of all of our averages, but that was a pretty cool build. I liked it. Try it, have... oh, should you try it, Isaac? I've lost 60 pounds on regular dieting so far, but hit a wall. Oh, yeah, for weight loss, honestly, like, don't take anything from me, because obviously I'm not some medical person. I feel like I have to say that, but for weight loss, honestly, it'd be stupid good. I've actually lost way more weight than I'd like to. I have the other struggle where I actually can't put on weight. So I'm trying to reset my metabolism with it to then be able to put on weight, but it's actually stupid hard to gain weight on carnivore, and it's great for losing it and resetting in that way. Tons of people have crazy success with that. I'm sort of the opposite, where it's like I'm trying to reset my metabolism to be able to take in the nutrients to actually put on muscle and weight, and so it's been pretty hard for me there, but yeah. Yeah, the angel build was lovely. Yeah, there's some crazy ones. John. Highly recommend 16 blend organic mushroom power on Amazon mixed with organic cacao. Oh man, that sounds really good. Yeah, in the morning for metabolism energy. No brand search around. Yeah, because I think I have like hyperthyroidism or whatever, where like I eat something and it instantly just burns to heat. Like I used to eat so many carbs before going carnivore, and it's like my body would just insta burn them to heat. Like I could not put on weight for the life of me. Like it's way overactive metabolism or something. We'll get there though. Come to Ohio, go to Brunswick, and go Donut Land. They have a lot of them, Green Missy there. Gotta eat my place, and my wife cooks amazing food. She'll make you gain weight for sure. That does sound amazing. Great build, can't wait to see the end of this concept. Yeah, no worries, Morseth. Appreciate you stopping by, and yeah, we'll keep working on it. It'll be a slow, steady thing, but yeah, it's gonna be another big project. I think we've got a good outline here. This is coming nice. I gotta figure out what I want for the lower portions of it, which I think are gonna be like... I think what I want to do for the insides is gonna be like some sort of like coffin lid thing for the lower level. So keep in mind, this is gonna be a deck outlining, so I need the stone... I want some of the stone railings, I think. Those are going to be my... Well, we got to look at some pieces, honestly. There's so many here that I got to figure out what I want to do. Used to be like that in high school when you join the military. Is forced to put on weight. 12 tablespoons of peanut butter 3 times a day works too. Yeah. That could work, but the issue with me is like my body doesn't know how to take the fat or the nutrients from food and actually store it or turn it into muscle. So that's part of the biggest issue I was having, is like I could eat wicked amounts of food and nothing. I could be stationary for the rest of my life and not put on a single pound, which some people, that maybe that would be their dream, right? But like I also couldn't gain muscle or do anything like that. So like, you know, so I'm trying to get to the point where my body learns how to burn fat and meat for fuel and energy instead of just like heat and, you know, carbs and stuff. So yeah. 3D, what'd you do? Wait, everybody's saying grats 3D in the chat. I gotta see what'd you do. What'd you type up there? Just hit 150k, calling it as is tonight. Nice. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, fat adaptation is key. Absolutely, trying to get my body to recognize that as fuel. For sure. Let's see. I wanted to look at some stone stuff here. Oh, there's also these things here too. But I wanted to see if there's anything interesting in here, or if we go to our buddy the carpenter for some more things. I think we do that. I have a friend like this. She eats 3 times as much as any of us. Never puts on weight. Yeah, that's kind of been my my struggle a little bit. Just figured out your lactose intolerance. Getting old sucks. I mean, that's kind of common for some people. I can't really do like liquid dairies, you know. I'll have like raw cheddar cheese or like A2 dairy and stuff, but it's but yeah, I can't do milk or anything for the life of me. I've never have been able to do that. You drink milk like a starving calf. Yeah, some people can. Some people, it's like, you know. Did you get a, let's see, the wacky wave? Yeah, the waveable tentacles at the base. Yeah. Found your channel and decided to play Enshrouded again. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Those were from, so there was a Shroud update, and they were a seed that you could get. They're somewhere in the Shroud, or you unlock them, and then you can plant them at your base. Can't eat rice, it blats you up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, bloats you up, blats you up. Yeah, so I that was like a big staple thing for me, and I have to try to, and yeah, 3D, you do carnivore, man. I gotta reach out to you. Went from 233 to 177. You see, that's great. Maybe Isaac would benefit from that too, because yeah, if he's trying to lose weight on it. See, I've heard great success about that. I just have like no weight to lose, so the metabolic adaptation for me has been rough as heck. Like, I went from like being able to do excavation, I purposely do it in the winter because I can work from home. But like, I went from being able to like do excavation to like barely being able to lift like 40 pounds now, and like panting just when I go outside for a walk. It's gotten bad. I'm trying to like, there's so much like, you know, like there's this low point, and like I'm eating like a tablespoon of banana each day, like to keep my cortisol up enough so my body doesn't like keep panicking, kind of a thing. The seed I was talking about on the map, so those the little shroud tentacles, the shroud flayers, that's what they were called, I think. Shroud flayers, these guys. New to Enshrouded and love the game. Where does your building inspiration come from? I honestly, like, think back to, like, I don't know if it was this way for everyone, but, like, my childhood dreams from, like, picture books and stuff. Like, I would, or, like, fairy tales, if anyone's ever read, like, the Grimm's fairy tales and stuff. I honestly, when it comes to games, it's, like, my chance to be really creative and build things that I otherwise couldn't in real life, but yet still look sort of realistic. Like, yeah, you might be able to build these things in real life, but they're like mega fantasy style builds, and I've really liked that style. So I also, you know, do a lot of real life building, so I have a sense of architecture and stuff, and then combining that with my fantasy dreaminess when I'm actually feeling inspired can be fun. Love this crowd alpha. Heck yeah. Let's see, can I get to this? Get to this carpenter guy? What do we want for these windows? For these, well, for the walls, I should say. I am thinking the coffin lids would be perfect. The bar counters. These are only, aren't these ones only 1 block wide, actually? If I'm not mistaken. Hang on, I gotta check. No, that's 2 blocks. That's 2 blocks wide. Oh, those could have worked really well, actually. They're a little too thick, I think. Couldn't make that IRL. I mean, you could. You could do a mossy roof, and I mean, yeah, it's not gonna look quite like this, but like, I don't have any floating islands in this build yet. You can't have the tree IRL, but but yes, could do some of it. Building a Elvendom style treehouse complex in the Blackwater and Maisie. Oh, Maisie's map. I gotta see that someday. Sounds awesome. Frank Lloyd Wright, his mind works that way. Suppose I'm blessed to have a chronic illness at 53 years old to have not. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, the hope is people don't, right? Yeah, I can't make your spaceship IRL. Is he doing games? Exactly. Big fan of the channel? Heck yeah, Sam. I appreciate you joining. Put work in brother-in-law's dairy farm. Sure, you'll gain some muscle. Though you're strong. Wait, being like he is, so wouldn't be much. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to see. Right now, I can't. But you know, invite you when it's complete. Heck yeah, I'd love to. Hope the world is a simulation. We get superpowers soon. Yeah. That would be nice, right? What would you guys want as a favorite superpower? If you could pick one. See, I'm just browsing through all these options that this guy has. So many of them for stuff I could do. Big fans over here? Heck yeah. Back on Enshrouded, Jack. Yep, for tonight. No worries, 3D. And glad we're having fun on your build. That's awesome. Only superpower you need is something that gets rid of back pain. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, right? Yup. Love to fly, Mina. Be a good one. Love to be able to jump like the movie Jumper. Oh, gotcha. Teleportation. Yeah, that would be a nice one. I would really like that one too. Just want to be able to heal both yourself and others. There's enough suffering without superpowers making it worse. Yeah, that could be nice. That'd be nice. Be able to do that anytime. Time travel for you. That'd be cool too, I suppose. Then you could go back in time and then theoretically also live forever with that way, right? Technically. Alright, so I do think the fence things, out of all these pieces that we have, I was thinking possibly gravestone stuff, which could work actually. Like the, oh wait, I do have some interesting ideas, you guys. I'm gonna take some coffin stones. They're wider than the fence things slightly. I don't think anyone's done this before, but they're gonna match my VUCA materials here. Okay, so you ready for this? We are going to rotate them sideways, like this. I think, yeah, there we go. And then we are going to, oops, no, I want that. And then we're going to spin them around. Is that upright? I feel like it's maybe not. No, I guess that's right. And then we're gonna spin it around to be at the 45, so we're gonna spin it like this, and then 1, 2, 3, or wait, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We know it's exactly 45, and then we put it on the side, and then we're going to go one. Oops. Oh, this is gonna be interesting actually, because we can't really like bump it out there. Yeah, we'll go on the side there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I aim at this one, I mean, what does that look like there? That actually might work. It just sticks out really far because of the... Well, that's not a bad thing, because then the deck railing could go over it, actually. And it could just sort of be our foundation there, and then I could just blend it right into the side here when I rotate them over again. That works, right? I mean... Yeah, it's thick, but I don't know. I don't know what we could do here. It's a question for the community. If it would have hit the iceberg straight on, would the Titanic still have sunk? It's a big question. I guess time travel we could find out, right? Thought you were doing coffins so you could use them to hold produce. I was just thinking, like, you know, floors wise, like I could try to, you know, like, because they kind of cover up the things here. Where I was thinking like this, but I'd have to kind of rotate these ones around technically if I wanted it to be even. Basically I have jump sites all over Enshrouded now. Oh yeah, that's nice. A little fast travel anywhere. Think this looks good? I'm wondering about it. It's a little interesting. I want to pick these ones up and then flip them, because they technically would have to go the other way. So let's take this one, and then we want to rotate it with T again. Yeah, like this. Oh, that's not gonna work though either, because oh wait, maybe it will. We want to go on this outer one here. And then this one back in here. Yep, that one and that one. Is that even with this side now? Kind of goes to that edge. This one kind of sort of goes to that edge. Yeah, that technically does. So that, it works. Love what you're doing. Totally not a DLSS. What are you talking about, Green Missy? Actually, we do. It's on DLAA, though. Looks nice. Yeah, I'm wondering how we could get it to work, because the railing, I mean, for the deck at least, because it is like a surround deck, this could work. It makes it super thick. Like, I was hoping I could just like, but in theory these blocks really go out pretty far. Like, maybe I should have shrunk the whole thing down by like a little bit, but maybe this will work okay. Logic is going to be nuts. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I could have done these pillars like 2 blocks out on all sides, but I think that would, I don't know, what could we do about the inner wall? I could put it in like just a little bit, you know, for the wall, and then but then the deck railing could be out at that level. I mean, if you think it looks decent. Honey, Chip shrunk the build. Hope spawners let us farm loot. Graveyard fence might be more narrow compared to the tombstone. So I want it to be like thick, like vertically. I just wish it was like, you know, because I have to bring it out that far just to cover the corners of the blocks, or else all the little block corners poke through. And that's what I was like, I don't like the way they poke through like that, so that's why I was kind of wanting to do this edge on it. They don't around here, you know, in this section. So it's like, I don't really know if the edge would be a good thing here. Maybe I only do it on like the top level. Yeah, maybe we do the wood ones on the top. So I'm gonna destroy these guys here. And then I've got some ideas. Like the edge though, yeah, so this is a really cool idea and it clearly works. So, you know, and I think it is better than using the fences. So from that perspective, I think this is great. This is a perfect way to do it. Hey, Code, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Still haven't had a chance to check out the new version of that app thing. I'll give it a look at some point. Hookah blocks on the floor look so good. Yeah, they do. They're looking nice, but like the jaggedness, it's not looking too bad, especially kind of in shadow or things. So, because what we could do with these is almost have like, I feel like I kind of want the coffin lids for that though, but we could have like a little foundation thing. But yeah, using tombstones for walls, or I'm thinking about some random things. I think I'm gonna do the coffin lids and stuff though. I mean, we'll see what makes sense. I'm going to gonna put these away for now. Probably in some random chest where I'm gonna forget about them. Here we go. I found the tombstone chest. Actually had one. Edging is always nice. Yeah, so I'm thinking of using, we'll use these ones for the floor upstairs. This will be nice. And then I want the simple coffin lids, I think, for the walls downstairs to start with. And then these for the deck as well that's around the lower level. And I think it'll smooth out, you know, I think it'll smooth out if everything's good. Chest number 3,543. How do you organize all your stuff? Ebony did it for me, most of it. I didn't organize a lot of it, really, you know. Let's see here. What do we want to do with these? I need a bunch more of them. Is what I need to do. I mean, I have actually done a decent job of keeping them somewhat organized. Tell you good ideas from getting to look at all those builds. I'm trying to figure out, you know, prop things that we could do. I think that bottom floor, purely because of the fact that that lower floor is half buried in some terrain, I might just like put some vines and foliage around it and all that stuff. I'm not gonna bother about an edge on the bottom floor. But what I will do is, let's go ahead and rotate this coffin lid up. Oops. Let's do it with the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Should be 90 degrees. Just doesn't quite look right though. That looks more... Yeah, I'm gonna go based on my... I mean, I don't know, man. This is like... Okay. I'm going based on my eye here. Let's see. That's flat. We want to go... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, that's perfect now. I must have miscounted before. Kara, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Me and Chisel, the edging, Chisel's the one doing the edging, so it's okay. It's way more experience than you code. It's working, it's working. Look, Yuxo, you welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It says 90. Oh my goodness, you guys. See, because I have my camera up, you guys are able to see this stuff on the bottom now. Today is the first day I learned that the tilt thing actually shows the degrees. Oh my god. I feel really stupid now. Alright, well thanks. I mean, that's great to know. That's really great to know. Damn. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. That's real, yeah. Well, heck, there we go. I guess having my camera at the top is better after all, right? Fun to discover new things. Yeah, it's like I never look over there. I just kind of... I think... There's no way that was always a thing. I think when they first introduced the system, that wasn't. But now, that's easy. That's nice. So, like, you're saying I can just, like, rotate it at, like, I know, like, okay, 135 is divisible. Yeah, 135, 140. What's, like, 45 degrees, like... Yeah, 135, right? Is like what I want this one to be at. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't always? Okay. Okay, so I'm not too stupid then. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's put this one in like on here and then back it into the wall by 1 there. Same thing there, and then 1 more up, and then same thing over here. So that creates that wall. Okay, and then let's do something similar over here. Been there for a long time though, I'm sure. Build changing, thank you for noticing. Yeah, this is good now. Thought I was an Enshrouded expert. May as well click off the stream now, Katesy. I kind of sort of am, you know, in certain situations, maybe. Let's put one there, and then one here, and then there, and there. Making your build out of props versus actual walls. Does it have any effect on comfort rating? Nope. Thankfully, it's all good in here. I think the only thing is if the roof is made out of props, I think the rain might still get through. Controls were always hidden before. Yeah, because the webcam was covering them, so you guys wouldn't have seen it anyway. Played yesterday and will tonight. Heck yeah, Alpha. Yeah, so I'm the walls though code shouldn't make any difference at all. So I'm kind of doing like a little half foundation with these coffin lids, trying to make this work. Hey Mia, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So I rotate around, so we want like 50, 45. There we go. See, it even says I don't have to guess anymore. Oh my god. Freaking useful as heck. One there, and then one here, there, and there. Oh man, this is good. And then on this side as well, so let's go there, and then up over here. Yep, like that, and then on the inside, like that, and then like that. I don't really care where they're snapping. I'm just trying to do like the little half wall, you know, where we could put some windows later, but hey chick, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you. You had a good stream. Post a pic of the screenshots, make everyone hungry. Oh, or something. But yeah, good question, Co. That's definitely a good question. Shorten the streams by 20%, Mina? I mean, honestly, yeah, with that tip, like, seriously. Playing trial with some friends? Heck yeah, that's awesome. Hope you were having fun. We are building a 45-degree house. Attempting to. Where it's not on the grid. It's, you know, it's tilted as you can see. So we're using, it's going to look a little blocky in places. But I'm just messing around and experimenting to see what we could do to get it to work here. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. Alright, let's get these fences now. And see, I don't gotta guess, I can just go bloop, and it's 45 degrees. Like, oh my god. This is amazing. Okay, so we want one there and there. I think these are always tall. Well, actually that works. That works as a balcony. And then we want one to be... See, now this is the thing that we have to, like, sort of pay attention to, is that they're... See how that one meshes in perfectly with the edge, whereas this one has this little gap. So what we got to do here is spin this one around this way. I thought I was smart. No, now that's not working. How do we get this one to phase into the edge? Is it gonna be like that? That doesn't seem right. What the heck? Because now it's not like, what the heck? I mean, that worked, but like now it's not in the side. Oh goodness, this is gonna be a pain. Because they're all uneven, you know. Anybody got any tips? Let's see. Let's put this one around. Rotate it this way. See, this meshes in perfectly. 40, 45. There's 45. And now it's, of course, it's not going to go in on that side. Spinning around does work. It does with a lot of things. But for some odd reason, the only way we can spin this around to make it work is to flip it like this and then raise it up. And then it's like perfect. See, like it snaps perfectly there, snaps perfectly there. but we can't rotate it around sideways. Oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be tough. We're gonna have to unsnap it, yeah. Continue across, then pick it up. I don't know. Because I could kind of, yeah, we could try to figure... Oh, wait. Did that kind of sort of work there? What is that doing? Yeah, it's not like... It's not phasing in there. I don't like free placing you guys. You guys know that. Not if I absolutely have to. Could flip both sides. The issue is now if I flip this side, it's gonna be off though, because the fence has, you know, different texture on bottom and the top. Oh man. All right, well we're gonna have to do something here. Let's chip to free place. Okay, I mean, we could just do it like this, and nobody'll know. Let's see. Nobody'll know that it's, you know, it's like, it's kind of sort of touching, like, it kind of sort of looks okay. Do one, then snap the second. I mean, I could free place that one there. We could also continue up with a little bit of blocks. I think what I need is to just have myself some blocks to hide them, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, like if I can't fully snap them into things like this is gonna work out well. Let's do that side. Of course, the other side's gonna mesh in perfectly in the front. This one's not. So like, but this, yeah. If you're catching on what I'm saying, all we gotta do is we just gotta have like some bamboo poles on the sides to hide the edges, which I can do. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're snapping. We're snapping them. We're totally good. No worries whatsoever. Yep, this is gonna be fine. Supposed to be recording a video and you're making me wanna build in game. What are you looking to record? Put the upside down, then place on the top and sink a little. Oh, maybe that could work. Do it code. Bye, not by the way. Dang phone. Gosh, can't see. Oh, heck yeah, the Dragon Wilds update. Dude, I want to play that with you sometime. I kind of like it. I just don't know if I'll do a ton more on the channel, but I thought it was fun. See, there we go. 45 degrees. Now I'm going to, replacing stresses Chiselchip out. It does, especially when it's like, could be snapped, you know? So now I'm gonna, okay, now I can just hit like the T button and just like rotate it till it's exactly 9. Yeah, oh my god, this is so nice. No more guesswork. And then I can just do this all the way across here. And that's gonna smooth, it's gonna still leave some of that like texture there, but it's just gonna smooth it out a bit so that it's not quite so, you know, like look at that. That's a little nicer. It creates more of this like nice little texture instead of looking as blocky, like it looks more purposeful. And I get that we could, wait, use the wooden banisters? Wait, Selenium, am I missing something? Okay, Chip playing Dragon Wilds that I have to see. I have the playthrough on the channel, Katesy. I just never finished it. I went to the point of where the updates were, but they've added so much content since. Played with Crimson. Yeah, I did. No worries, Philly Chick. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Yeah, at least this looks more purposeful. Join Hubs and I in the Dragon World Wilds Chaos. I'd join in for like an episode or something. Finally catching one of the lives. It's been while it's happening. Love the work. Heck yeah. Appreciate you joining in. Yeah, we're back in Enshrouded today, doing a little bit of building on a diagonal house. 45 degrees to see how good we could get a diagonal house to look in Enshrouded, so that I can hopefully prove a point that you do not need to build at 90 degrees all the time to have a building still look semi-decent in a village. even though it's a block game. So we're trying some stuff. I kind of like this though for the texture of this roof. It looks, I think it looks nice. But yeah, wooden banister, because that's what these are, the wooden fence. But you're saying like wooden banisters and stuff because they're thicker. Yeah, if I wanted to create like a full-on official edge and stuff. What, you don't need to build boxes? Yeah, Code, see this house? It's, these are the blocks. That's why it's all jagged. So this is actually at 45 degrees. All the rest of my houses in here are at 90 because it's, you know, a blocky game. It's the voxels, but I'm trying to build this house at 45 degrees. And just to see what I could do. Be welcome, Chip. Hello, you build your new base? Yeah, you definitely didn't say help there, but yeah, definitely. And heck yeah, agreed, Messy. Sleep well. Alright, so yeah, I think this looks more purposeful though. Like I like what we got going on here with the banisters here. This is nice. So we want to go Q, we want to do a little bit of a rotate here, and then we want to do the, oops, we want to do G, yeah, till it's 90 degrees, and then we just want to like kind of continue this across that. Feel like it's, this looks nice, and then we can do the same thing on the other side. It looks purposeful, yeah. Something like this anyway, and then at least it doesn't like, I don't know, it breaks it up a little bit, you know. Breaks it up a little bit. Okay, let's go sleep. Because I think some of the texture, that's fine. Use the banisters at the edge of each pillar and sink the fence into it. Banisters, yes, to close the gap, yes. Yes, I was thinking also like the bamboo poles somehow, if I could somehow like integrate them. Team Milker, welcome in and goodbye. Love watching, man. Catch you later. It's looking good. Come back and watch the rest, see how it's done. Gotta go for now. No worries. No worries at all. Thanks for lurking today. Can help you build. Okay, Katie, you know, maybe. But yeah, I agree. Either the banisters on these edges, or I'm thinking if the bamboo, where does the bamboo snap? I know the beauty of the prison fence pieces is they snap like perfectly where you want them to be. Yeah, but these bamboo pieces might actually kind of work here, because these, oh, they do. They snap on the corners. Oh, they do. This might work. Why is it wanting 2 snapping points? Wait, that's confusing. Because, yeah, they can snap on the... Do they snap, like, everywhere? Wait. Yeah, so they do snap, like, on the corners of blocks. But now that one's, like, out on the corner. This one's not, because as you rotate it... Oh, my God, no. That's gonna be a pain. Look, bamboo rotates around a center. It doesn't just spin the stick. Oh goodness. We could still do this though if I imagine like, okay, rotating at 135 degrees puts it there. We could do the same thing on both sides and close the gap. That's gonna be freaking complicated though. I don't know if I like that. I mean, that's pretty freaking cool that you can, like, it's still doable. It is. Or I just do the banisters. Because this is, I mean, it's cool, but they should leave that to free placing, honestly. I don't like how it rotates around a circle center point. I don't like that. Up to the challenge. I want the banisters. This seems really difficult. Like these guys, I could do the simple wooden poles. Those could work. I could also, let's see here. But yeah, the banisters would directly match the color. If I wanted to do those. Alright, we'll have to try them. Let me finish off the other sides with this thing, but... have I ever done simple builds? I mean, my starter house video, which I still guess I got a lot of comments like, starter house? Yeah, it's definitely not a starter house. But anyhow, 135, let's put this one up here. Can do it. I guess we'll see. We will see, but I don't know. Alright, 90 degrees, let's get this one in here. That, and then in here as well. Is that poking through the bottom? It kind of is a little bit here, but that's no biggie. That's gonna be really subtle. Why not do a central geometry pivot? Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of, I can see, like, I'm not gonna complain about it because I actually, like, I think they've done phenomenal for what they have. Like, it's really tough to sort of centralize a point on a voxel and like try to figure out which things snap in between voxels versus which things snap on the voxels. You know, thinking of things they've done really well though, like the prison fence pieces, those were done really well, I feel like. Those were pretty nice. But it adds a lot of, yeah, it has so much unique texture, diagonal angling. Yeah, I think this is kind of interesting. It's like a little, yeah, I think it'll look good when it's done. Must have a reason for it. I think, yeah, they'll, you know, it's a difficult thing to do, for sure. Okay, so this is sort of coming along. I gotta do this on the back side now too, though. This back side I might need, like, let's see here. Let's do it. Rotate it this way. I did do the big thick side out, did I? Uh-oh. I don't know what I did. What did I do? That side I did the... Oh, I did the railing side out. I think that's fine. Diagonal builds on our community server into the screenshots free. Oh, awesome. House with W. I'll check them out. Let's see here. Into the, in the screenshot section or something. Let's see here. Oh, heck yeah. Just doing some tilted stuff here. This is cool. So this whole one here. Oh my gosh. That looks really nice. Holy cow. And you did it fully with blocks there. Dang, that looks awesome. Yeah, this is cool. You got the other wall one here. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. So that doesn't look bad at all. We'll see how it looks with the mossy roof. That's gonna be the challenge here, but oh, nice. Well done. Yeah, I think this will be fine if it's just the railing ones, if I can kind of use it that way. What did I do for these front ones? I kind of had it so that the... I don't know what I did, to be honest, up front here. Oh, I did. I did have it the other... Yeah, no, we're fine then. We're good. Simple for Chip is still complex for us. Well, oh, rotate. Oh, it's 40. Need at 45. 45. There we go. Oops. This ain't gonna work here. Hey, that actually is picking up. Yeah, it's not 45, right? I gotta be careful of that. Alright, so let's see. Let's put one there. And then in here, I don't want to snap like way more than I need here. And then there. Oh, I can kind of see them from the inside. We'll just put like, you know, maybe, what is it there? Does that go to the edge there? Yeah, that works. Okay, so that goes across that side. So now they all have it wrapping around. That works. So let's see. What's that looking like here? I mean, I think that's gonna look pretty good, and then we could kind of do some cool. I don't know. It will be an interesting build here. So this will be the deck, the wraparound deck. We'll have the house portion start in the middle, like, you know, a little ways back. So the whole front section has this, like, this open deck with some farm stands on the outside. Aw, Chip, this is my simple house build. In the step 6,854, you're going to place this roof tile here. Make sure to tilt it 17 clicks, not 16, not 18, but 17. Is that really how complex my tutorials are to follow? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They probably are. Alright, let's get some pillars put in their proper places in here. Alright, so I don't really want snapping here. Let's raise them up, and let's put one, I think, on this same, like, as we got one there. And then, I'm gonna need to, like, figure this out here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the pillars going on the insides of here, if I put them there and there. That should work. Yeah, that's the size of a door. If we have them on the sides, and then on the outside, I can have them here so that we have the 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this should work. Chip takes trolling like a champ. He's a good sport. I will take the trolling fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. As long as it ain't some crazy hate or something. Ivy across the outer beams. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that to kind of blend it into the ground as well. I think it'll be good. And then these ones, I could use multiple of these, like, beams and fill in the centers with some cool, like, translucent windows, maybe? And, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking poles, but this could work. It should be okay. And then this backside, so yeah, these side sections will be open. And then this will be the door, and then we're gonna fill in above with possibly bamboo. So let's see. I don't want the rotation angle. I want the 0. No. Gosh, this bamboo is more of a pain than I thought it would be. Maybe we just don't use it much. Let's see here. So we got this top edge here, which I could do as more of like a jagged sort of a thing, but yeah, the center pivot, that ain't working for this, for sure. I give up on trying to use these bamboo things. How to insert this block. You'll never need to hang down from the tree branch. I showed you have built in my last simple build, and lower yourself down, but don't fall. I'm one to say don't fall, huh? I don't know. Wooden sign poles, those are a good idea, actually. Maybe those will snap better. Because they're skinny poles for some texture, but they're gonna, you know... Yeah, this is kind of a farmer's market build. That's a bit of what I was possibly thinking it could be. Thought I had some sign poles. I can also use, you know, I've got some things I can do. Because wall signs and things as well, but... yeah, I was thinking some sign poles. If I have them. I thought I had a couple, maybe not. I can make a ton of them here. Oops, nope, don't want the workbench up there. Okay. So I kind of want a bunch of these little things. The little window things. Or these ones too. We have a lot of, oh my goodness, we have a lot of those ones. 35. Now we can stack them as well. Alright, but yeah, sign poles. I think those are those at the, oh, those are here. Alright, let's put the bamboo poles away. I give up on those. I don't want to try to figure out how those work. Let's put some of the shelf stuff away too. Alright. How to make sign poles. Let's see how these snap. Are they normal? They are normal. Oh my gosh, thank God. Rotate. Rotate. Yes, they just rotate around a good old center point. That's exactly how they should be. Alright, 15-0. This is how we want it. Okay. And now this, because it's not a sign, it's not going to make us click on it or do anything weird there. I can purely just use it for more texture on the sides of things. You know, to sort of cover up my builds maybe in here, but I'll be approved if you join the Dragon Wild stream. It could be fun. I'm not saying no yet, I think it could be fun. Alright, so yeah, these poles, what could we... Oh, this is what we could do with them here. So see, if I turn on free rotation, I can snap them on the fronts here. And because they snap perfectly in between, that can kind of cover up some stuff. And, oh, hey, that's kind of nice. Kind of an interesting look there. Then we could just get some to snap on the other sides, but I don't know. It could just adds a little texture or something. Want to do with the poles? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can sort of use them to snap in between some stuff. Oh, this could work too. We could use them on the in between those. But I was thinking in between those ones we could have these little windows. What if you flip the top ones? I mean that's not a bad idea. These upper ones, because then they could just stow away. And now I was actually being, oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. It's very hard to like target a build piece. There we go. If I flip the top ones, because now I actually can do that because I can see exactly like 180. 180, there we go. And then I could put them up here. And then one right here. Yeah, that's nicer. Very good. And then, okay. So rotate, we want it to go 45, and then tip it back by 90, and yeah, whatever, I'll put 2 of them. Turner Chaos? I could. LV with the raid, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome in, everyone. Heck yeah. Hope you had a good stream. Were you doing some Enshrouded, or what were you up to? What are you up to today? Hope y'all are doing well. Really appreciate you. Alright. Let's try to rotate. I want to try to rotate this window. We gotta do it 4, 5, 6. Oh, right, I don't have to count anymore. 45. We can put it on the outside. Yeah, that works. It does. I think that'll look nice. And then these ones. I think if I'm correct, I could probably just fit these big ones in here as like the wall, you know. And I don't think that would look bad. I think this is nice. I think this is good. Let's do it. And then let's put this one, because it can go up in the floor. It's not going to poke through the top. No dancing on those poles, John. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. And then we put our door here. I think this looks cool because it matches the green, you see, but then it adds a bit of like fanciness, you know? And then we put the farmer stands on the outside. Was playing some WoW. I saw that you're building. Thought he'd come check in what you're cooking up. We're doing a challenge today, a bit of a challenge today, and that's awesome. I actually haven't played WoW. I still got to get into it. People tell me I should. I should check it out as like a good MMO for once, right? Hope you're liking it though. I am doing a challenge of building a 45-degree house, like on a diagonal, so that yeah, I just wanted to see what the heck I could do. I felt like building a diagonal house today to challenge my brain, I guess. I really don't know why otherwise. But yeah, we're trying to do stuff. Yeah, quite the challenge. It is, it's interesting. It's like, so I'm not doing a props only build, you know, I'm still building it with blocks for the most part. And then we're using props to smooth out things or create some of the walls. So it's not really like a props only build challenge. But more of just like, let's see how good a 45-degree house could look. And then I want to try the same like mossy roofs that I do on all the rest of my houses, but at like 45-degree angle, and see if it like actually smooths it out and looks good. So yeah, you know, see. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, now I need some doors. I think this is a good size. Like I kind of do. I want like a big deck in the front like that. I like this indoor-outdoor vibe that is going on here. And then we could still have the side, yeah, these little side areas. Definitely love this challenge. Heck yeah. I'm glad you guys are liking it. Definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, fun. That's awesome. A lot easier to get into as a new player. They added a housing recently that actually really well done. I heard about that. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're liking it. I'll have to come stop by more and see. I've been diving into a lot of Crimson Desert recently as well. That's been eating some time. It's fun though. Decorate and clutter it. That'll be a challenge. Oh, you're volunteering, Catesy? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, I want to do these pillars in by maybe 2 or something. Those looking nice, by the way. Appreciate you. Thank you. I think it's coming along so far. I'm trying anyway. Trying to get something something cooking here. And we'll have like a little entrance exit there, a little stairway down here that'll also go to like this little beehive area that I'll try to do something with. But have you tried using heartwood for your roofing? Never tried that myself. I have not. Like the Blackmire like the terrain material for a roof. So the only ones I've actually used for roofs, I never thought of that. That could be interesting as like a colored sort of a roof. The only ones I've used is the moss, the flower soil, or often a blend of both. The moss, flower soil, and VUCA nesting material. So I have yeah, for everyone interested in roofs, I'll show you the ones I built in here. But yeah, I've used the moss and flower soil primarily in the Forest Village area. This, you know, I've used the VUCA nesting material quite a bit. Did it for this house, and also for the fishing hut that I did and stuff. So it just makes for a different like thatch roof option that also looked kind of nice. And then I also use the snow and icicles. I like doing that in the mountains. So, and here I've got the snowy roof up in here. So we got the snow and then the icicles all around it. Since I thought that looks kind of cool for a mountain cabin build, we decked it all out for the holidays and had some fun up here. And then I also did the field stones. I did those because they look like a stone roof, like a stone shingle roof. They actually look really nice, and I'm about to do my next idea for a build in this game. I really want to do a Hagrid's hut build from Harry Potter, and I want to use those field stones for the roof because I did a blacksmith hut down here that was a test for a round hut, and it turned out pretty nice with the mossy roof. And so I could do something similar, but using these field stones you see here, they make for the perfect like mossy shingle look. And it's kind of cool. I did them on a friend's build, and it worked out. So yeah, that's like kind of what I'd use so far. I never thought of the heartwood though. Need to push Chiselchip beyond his square precision and break him. Hey, this is a start, right? 45 degrees. I'm just not free placing is all, right? Didn't even know about the VUCA nesting material for building. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely nice. Yeah, the new thatch roofs with fail water, it used that underneath the VUCA nesting actually for the fishing hut. Those look really cool, yeah. Yeah, free placing is impossible for Chipster. I mean, I think the big thing for me was like, first of all, like OCD, I cannot free place stuff. I don't know, it just like, it breaks my brain if I'm trying to like line everything up. Cause then like if something ever breaks and I have to replace it, it's like, oh, it's never gonna be the same again. I mean, I'll do it for clutter, but that's about it. For the house itself. And then like also if I do a tutorial and I'm like, hey, free place this thing here, I'm like, people are gonna go nuts in the comments. I already know it. I already know it. Consider free placing will be a challenge for him. Are you saying I need to do a build challenge where I only do free placing? Proud to be a chipster. I don't know about that, you guys. I don't know. That would be a real challenge. Hey, I never got the coffin lids to finish this back wall. I think I need to go do that. Those little poles up front are nice. I don't know. It's not like the fences look too bad, so I might just leave some of them to do their own thing, or just like I said, get the banisters. I gotta try some more stuff here. I need to clear out some things from my inventory. I don't need all these mushrooms anymore that I had for the alchemist hut. Same thing with the potions, yeah. Needs to do a full build free place. Oh my goodness. That would be rough. Did your bridge completely free place? Yeah, I know. I could. For the forest, for the official forest village section, maybe I mess around more with it, and we try it. I certainly could do that. But really do like the poles out there. Yeah, the little ones in the front. I'll leave them for the little decoration there. I think they look good. I wanted to try the banisters though, just to see if we could like, use them to kind of hide some stuff. I don't know, or figure something out there. We could use, coffin lids upside down. I mean, we could do all kinds of things, but I was thinking banisters could be good for. Of course, it's gonna be like more at the bottom here. Let's see. Here we go. Because we have a lot of options in here. We've got these wood poles here. But we've got these ones, which I was thinking I could... Oh, I only have enough for one. I only have enough for one. Like red barrels? Yeah, irksome for sure. Let's try this. Green dragon made out of moss. That would actually be kind of cool though. So yeah, this could, I don't know how much that could really hide, but it could, see, it's interesting how we have like these separate snapping points on the outsides here. It's interesting to me that this thing like, it snaps in between. Yeah, because it actually, wait. This one might work because it actually snaps in between the voxel. Oh, hey, this might be what we want. Because it's actually going to do it. So we want to go down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe by 8 on both sides. Think that could look nice, maybe? And we'll put some stone on the bottoms. It kind of has a nice, like, little finishing touch to the outside. I don't know. What do you guys think? Chip would officially have earned his Moss Boss title. He made a Moss Dragon. It's like 9 snapping points on the voxel, I guess. Yeah, I mean, those worked, you know. I'm glad that they snap perfectly in between. That's nice for once, just like the prison fence pieces. Alright, so we've got the front door. I don't know if I want side ones here. We do have to have, like, you know, what I'm thinking is you could use the wraparound deck to kind of walk over here. And then we put, okay, I've got some ideas. Ton of green material to use for it. Oh yeah, there's a lot. If I did a dragon. A moss dragon. Alright, so we want to do like this corner here, I believe. Yeah. And this one here. I was just thinking those two, and then I could continue these all the way across to the, like this, yeah, this would all be the house, so that it continues with the wall across here. Wait. Something's not right about this one. It wants to be on this corner, right here, I believe. Yep. That's more like it. Okay. Chiselchip statue out of moss. Community has spoken. We, you have to build a moss dragon. That would be a challenge, wouldn't it? Good try. Yeah, Chiselchip statue with the moss afro, though. I shouldn't be giving you guys ideas. Let's go ahead and rotate this. Okay, I want to do like the fine rotation. No, rotate 135. And then we put it like this to create the wall. Well, technically that would be like a coffin lid's wall there. Or is that just going to be for the exterior walls maybe? This is an interesting dilemma here. What should I do? And that one goes in exactly in between here. Because I could have these going all the way up for these walls on the sides. So that this whole front has this thing, but I don't know. Maybe I just want them on the other portions. So yeah, you'll enter here, you have a little place to take the boots off. I'll have a staircase back here that goes up to the upper level. And then we'll have... Yeah, I want the stone coffin lids. We need a lot more of those. I hope I have stone, because I'm gonna craft a ton of those things now. Chiselchip now. Chia pet. With the Mossfro dragon. Oh my god. Alright, where's me some coffins? They were up in here. So much navigating around with this guy. I'm gonna need a lot of them. And then we could use the green windows for the top sections, but I was thinking like some boards or some, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Not fond of the overlapping windows so much. Yeah. Try the narrower ones. Yeah, because the patterns gets too, I mean, it works. It does create a pattern, because it's at least even, you know. But it's too, I need to make them normal here. So we're going to use the coffin lids. And bring them down. No, we love you, Chip. Hey, I know, it's all good. It's all good. And then we want to use this as a outside. Oh yeah, that's the exterior wall there. So, alright, let's just rotate that one. Okay, 135. And try to go up by 90 degrees. There we go. Perfection. And then... Oh, I think that... Is that going to snap in there? That works. Okay. Oh, we could have just raised them out of the ground. I didn't have to do the two of them stacked. Oh, that's okay. there'll be like a nice little like texture on the sides there. Moss dragon with Chip statue riding it, a moss fro for Chip's hair, and a chipmunk on his shoulder. Katesy, I think you're gonna have to tell the devs to have better render distance for that one. I'm sorry to say. that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. How did I? What the heck am I? How did I get these ones to like? What the? I don't know what I did here. All right, let's just get this one. Yeah, that's at 45. This one to snap. If I can get that one to snap. Oh, I had it. Nope, I don't want it out like that far. That's not right. Like this maybe? Yeah, that works. Okay. This'll work. That does it. Be singing a song tomorrow, thanks, Mina. How do I... Okay, what did I do over here and why aren't these ones snapping? Something I did just wasn't right here. Is it because of the poles that are above them? I don't think so. This is like... It's like it needs to be like... flipped around like this way. And then like... rotated around this way, and then that still doesn't. What the heck? What the heck happened here? Too far forward? No, it's the same. It's the same like hue, you know, like it's the same there. I don't know what I did. I think I gotta pick up these poles. I don't know what happened here. It's not even wanting to like... Wait, what the heck? Now I'm really freaking confused. Alright, let's just reset this. Put them at 45. Up them to 90. Oh, no, I'm not free placing. I got it. Wait, no, that's backwards. This better work when I flip it around. Oh my god, it doesn't work. How the heck did I do all these then? How did they snap? I don't know what these things were on when they were placed, but whatever happened, they're all messed up. This is how it's supposed to be. It's like that, right? That's the space I have on all the other sides. Yeah. Why are those ones less space? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going cuckoos now. That one's less space. That's less space than all the other ones. Why is it less space? And if I rotate this one around, oh, see, now it's like not. Now it's not. I don't know what happened. Welcome to virtually every one of your builds, Alpha. Oh, man. Yeah, looking good. Can't wait to see the finished project. Oh, what do we do? What do we do, you guys? Breathe, count to 10. I'm like, I don't know what we do to get these to work now. Because they don't... Okay, they snap, like, from both sides. We need to do, like, I don't know, like a diagonal sort of thing. Like, this needs to go, like, on this side, this outer edge. What if I rotate it around? What if we just do the walls 2 things thick? You know what? No, but that's not how it's supposed to go. Oh my goodness. Now it's working just fine somehow. What if I rotate it all the way around, like Yeah, and now it doesn't want to work. So it pivots around like a back point, but it's like not even on the sides. Oh my goodness, because I don't like the way these are. This is not gonna work now. Why did the back one see? So like I can snap it here, and that's in. All right, let's just try to do them all like in like that. Okay, we're gonna try to put them all in some sort of way like that. Let's start them from the outer pillars. And then we're gonna rotate this around that way because we want, or no, this way because we want the inner thing to be inside by 45 degrees. Yep, and then snap it starting on. Maybe I just didn't snap them in the right spot, like to start with. There. And then that one's already correct. That one's correct because you can see just the edge of the thing. That one's good. That one's good because you can see the edge of the thing. So let's go with this. I think I didn't snap them in the right spots. These two are, well, okay. Yeah, those are getting replaced also. I don't like them. I think I figured it out. I think with some of them, I snapped it to the single voxel on the side, and with some of them, I snapped it to the, nope, 140, 130. Why is it at 136 now? What happened? Why did it rotate 1 degree? Is this what's happening? Is it actually not rotating by 5 degrees each time? Hold on. This is throwing me off. 70, 90. It's like, how the hell did they build that last massive greenhouse? Oh my gosh, I bet it was a pain. 50, 45. There, that works. So something rotated it on accident by like 1 degree. I do not know what happened, but that baffles me. I don't know how you rotate a thing in Enshrouded by 1 degree. Yeah, let's do this. This works. I have to start. What happened is I didn't start snapping from the same type of block. So I rotated around here, 135, and then started in there. Yep, so you can see the very edge of the things. And then like that, and then like that, and then, oops, in like that. No, I want it to be in the very edge of the thing. Like that. There we go. And then, how did that one turn out all smooth and this one didn't? Did I put like an extra in here? What did I do? I did. I must have put an extra in there. Yep, like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. We did it. We did it. Got this. Breaking voxel matrix with that 1 degree? I don't know. Something crazy happened. We did it. We did it. Now, is this one correct? Nope, it's not. So see, I figured out the problem. With these ones, I aimed it at this thing. We need to aim it at this thing so that it's actually properly, like, put in the right spot. Or we could aim it at the other thing, but it's just not gonna be good. So we want it to go like, I want this one to be more like in the pillar so that I actually have room to like place some stuff. There we go. Look at how nice that is there. Perfect. And then we rotate this one. Thankful Chip is a perfectionist. Are you? Are you really? I probably make life crazy for people with my builds. Like, Can't have it go there. This needs to be even. Oh boy, this one better snap this one better not be that 1 degree. I think we're gonna be good. Okay, 90, and then just rotate it around. Okay, 45. That better. No. No. Snap. Oh boy. What if we flip it around? Nope, not like that. Flip it around. What on earth is a perfectionist? There we go. Hey, see? We're doing it. We're doing it. Place from the other side. We got it. We got it. This works. So they're all even. They all have the little like green thingy showing. Why does that one have more green than this? Oh man. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I need something where it snaps in the middle of the voxel. That's got a lot of green, and that's got a lot of green. This one's only got a little bit of green. Oh. That's only got a little bit. That's only got a little bit. That's only got a little bit. And that's got a lot of green. What's going on here? Let's try to redo these ones then. Snacking on cheddar mix. This build is killing me in the best way, of course. This is interesting. So let's rotate this around. Okay, so we got a 45. That's a lot of green still. So maybe I need to flip it the other way. So like, that shouldn't have any difference though. Like, this should not have any difference whether it shows more green or not. Like, that's weird. Tiara, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You came at the time I'm, that's showing only a little bit. Well, that's what we wanted. Yeah, we wanted only a little bit, so that's good. That's good, I think. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do, there we go. And this one's gotta go, this one's gotta move. We're getting it, I just need to, see, that's only got a little bit, that's only got, yeah. Alright, so now we just redo these ones. Place plant pots to hide it. I think the coffin lids are what I want here. I'm just learning, so I've never really used a lot of props in a build, as you can tell. Just up, morning started here, heck yeah. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Yeah, now there's only the little bit that's showing. Oh, that's what we want right there. Yep, that's good. Yep, and then there. And there. And there. See? That fixed it. And then we rotate. So I must have flipped it the wrong way, basically, is what happened. And these coffin lids have like a wider side and a skinnier side. And that's throwing me off big time. So that's, yep, that's only the little bit, so we're good. We're good now. See, the props, they're not even. It's starting to come together. Almost bit down, unfortunately. No worries, Jabber. No worries. Oh, Mina is secretly a vampire? I did not know that. Crazy. Stuff I figure out every day. Let's get that one. And then that one. And then there's a little gap here. Fill it in. Oh no. And there's a gap on the bottom too. You know what? It's gonna have to be there. When it goes wonky, mouse off, tool, mouse, hack and start it again to reset? Yeah. I did figure that out to where I have to rotate them in a specific direction to make it work. So now we have our stone foundational walls. See, we did it. We did it. They're all the same amount in. They all work. Only you guys will know that there's a couple little cracks in them where we couldn't, where I didn't really spend the time to overlap it. But, you only notice it from the inside. It's okay on the outside. And now we have this nice stone foundation wraparound. And now we do the same thing on these. So let's make sure that, okay, so 90, rotate around, and we need to make sure that these are at the right spot. See, that's not the right spot, so we gotta flip them so that they're this way, and then that's the right spot. You guys are probably like, what does this even mean by the right spot? That's also not tilted 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, so let's put that one there. And then same thing on this side here. Let's tilt it up. And then by 90. And flip it around. And then, is that right? Nope. And then we flip it around that way. Yep, that's right now. And then this one has to go on that side like that. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Play Final Fantasy success music. You did it. See, so like one side will have it on one side, the other side will have it on the other side, but like if it's just rounding related. Yeah, so it's like one side of these, they're like a wedge actually. One side's wider than the other. And they don't snap in the center, they snap from a direct edge and corner. So, and it's very similar with a lot of the props and other, voxels this game. And I'm just realizing I placed them in the wrong spot because I don't want them there. I wanted that to be the deck. Imagine I had to eyeball all these. Don't even start. I told you I'm not snapping. New challenge, Chip must random build with random blocks. Do a complete, like, just random, use every block in the game. That would be funny. That would be funny. Oh, man. I've called it night like an hour ago. Oh yeah, if I had to free place them, yeah, there's no way I would have managed. All right, so does this snap kind of sort of to the outside of the thing? So let's rotate it like this. Does that snap kind of sort of to the outside? I mean, not really though. I don't really know, to be honest. I guess this will work. I guess it'll work. And then rotate this one this way. Alright, 45. And then yeah, that snaps in the middle there, and it'll just go like that. That's fine. And then this is where we wanted them to be rotated to. So let's just make sure that snaps in the right spot there. I think that's good. Yep, I think that's good. Let's do the same thing over here. Just like that. Alright, I think we're good now with the bottom section. This 45-degree house is definitely a challenge, and it is definitely interesting. Fun though. It's coming along. We're getting our walls somewhat there. All right, so this is cool. We have walls. Now, as for the window placements and all that jazz, this is gonna be very interesting. I should go get some windows. What types of windows did I use on the other houses? And those ones I used the iron ones. What do I use like on the carpenter hut and stuff? Are those all the iron ones as well? They are. Okay, let's do those. And then I'm gonna use wood for the rest of the wall. But this is gonna be interesting because I don't know. Like I'm thinking signposts or Like sign, are we gonna use signs? We gonna make a whole wall out of sign? I don't know what to do here. We'll figure it out. That's what we'll do. All right. Windows. And I want these ones. All right. And then, yeah, whatever props we try to figure out, I guess. Yeah, wooden boarded walls. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna try to do, whether it's with signs or like the fence pieces or something that we could try to figure out. All right, so let's go to fine rotation. We want to be at 135, I think, for this one. Oh, hey, that actually kind of sort of snaps. Not really, but it kind of sort of does, so I'm gonna pretend like it snaps in the right spot. Oh, hey, that works, As long as it goes on the very outsides of them so that it's even everywhere, then that makes me happy, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think toward the outside instead of, like, toward the inside here, because that makes more sense, that works. Carpenter makes them, and they are perfect for walls and windows. Wooden boarded walls, okay. I could try to go see what he does. Those actually centered though, like that actually kind of worked there for the windows. And I wanted some to go here, on these sides. Oh, or those aren't going to be centered though. Oh no, free placing. I don't know if I can do it. They're gonna be like too far in. There with the fences, not the windows themselves. Okay. Still could steal. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try to. What do they do here? Do they center here at least somewhat? All right, at least somewhat. So we can do some here on both sides. And that's at least something. And then maybe this wall ends up just being... What if we put, like, 2 of them? Because I could put, like... Well, that's not going to look good either, though. If I had, like, again, the 3x windows or something, but maybe we just board those sides up and just do the windows on the other places there. Might have to work. Okay, I'm going to go check what you were saying, Anna, with those fences or whatever. There with the fences, I gotta see the carpenter that we could maybe use for some walls. All right, so we got fence piece because like I've got all these little pieces that we could sort of use. I've got the big wall tapestry showcases, which would be honestly pretty good as well for large sections of the wall to fill in. But I need small pieces to fit around the windows, so that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. All right, so there's the windows. Let's see, with the fences in here somewhere. We got these ones, like those little piling fence pieces, which might work. What do we have in here? Right below the fences. I've got a lot of stuff in here. Wooden gate, do I maybe not have them? And miscellaneous. Decorative. Decorative fences, decorative doors. Oh, like in my inventory? Or wait. Wait. I feel like I'm not gonna find them here. Below the fences. Like these things? No, those are the piling fences. Not the walls you were talking about, right? Carpenter makes them, they're perfect. The wooden, okay, wait. Wooden poles. Do I somehow not have them here? Rotate the window on its side? I could. And, so, like, not in... If you said the carpenter makes them, but in miscellaneous. Because I'm seeing doors. Oh, miscellaneous. Yeah. We're in here. V-shaped wooden frame. These things are, let's See, I'm totally skipping it, aren't I? Do I not have it locked? This thing? Oh, these ones here. Yeah, these wooden grates, I mean, they could be cool. Then you kind of rotate them around and stuff. They're too big though for my little, like for little things around the windows. But I could use them for like the, yeah, I could definitely see using these though for some of the stuff. For sure. Maybe I try to use, let's try to craft these. And, oh no, slot in the backpack. All right, hang on. Dump some stuff out of here. There's farm soil and, oh, I gotta put those poles back too. What could I do here? Oh, I can combine those, okay. Yeah, just for, yeah, for the greenhouse? Oh, I bet they'd be awesome. Link fence 2 or 1? Probably 1. Let's craft some of those. Alright, we're gonna try some stuff, because these fit together very tightly, that they might create like planks. And then they could create a nice board siding that I was gonna, that I could try to do, and then we could maybe fit them like, see what I'm saying? Like if I go ahead and rotate them like this, they're at 45 and 90. Then I could try to fit them like on the sides of the windows. So let's try to rotate this around like that, and then 130. Why does that seem to be the thing that works? Should be 135, but then that kind of sticks. Let's see here. Well, 135 works if it's on the inside. And I kind of want that to be up higher, so... Oh, I'm gonna have to do a couple of layers of them. Well, that's actually okay, because I want the walls to be a bit thicker. So, let's put them like that, maybe. And then rotate them. Can I tip these ones around and have them stay the same way here? So like, what if I put this one in now and then put it up like this? Get out of first person for this one. Like that, and then I could use signs to try to fill in around it, and then poles on both sides of the windows. So like, you know, we could use whether it's these guys or the other fence poles or something around the... I think the other fence poles would be good around the windows, but... yeah, what does this look like on the inside? Does it look... well, that's kind of shabby because it's not even or anything. Oh boy. That's more like fishing dock style. Like, I don't like the... it's too messy. Good try, I suppose. But maybe we do gotta use like signs or individually place them or something. I'm trying to think. Cause yeah, they kind of sort of worked. We could obviously do really thick walls. Yeah, I could do like a double wall. You know, I could do them thick with other things. Let's craft some of these, cause I'm gonna want those poles. Yeah, it's worth a try, definitely. I could also use the doors, you know, the secret doors. We could rotate the wooden one here. That might work. It's big though, you know. Which I don't know how that would work. We could also put a bunch of windows together, but it's not going to make a very solid wall. I could use these windows for the wall, but that's, you know, not quite going to be the vibe there. I could use doors for the walls. These bamboo things maybe or maybe actually we could just use like these ones right here. The wall dividers, but the straight ones that don't have the like as much of the stuff in them. Because those I could get pretty refined for how I could place them. and they might actually work. Or these, but it's just too big to go around windows, whereas these dividers are only like, what, like 2 or 3 blocks wide? And that might be perfect for me to go around windows. That might work. That might be the way to do it. Alright, let's go to the resource world. Let's craft a bunch of those. I'm gonna drop some stuff off in my chest down here. And I'll try I'll try them. I at least want to find a wall material before we wrap up the stream. Because that would be nice. Alright, so let's put these in here. These little windows. Bigger ones. All of the railings we can combine. And in the blocks, let's see here. Let's put those away. Okay. Shopping time. Shopping time indeed. Alright. Shroud Depot. It was one of the first builds we're doing the walls and everything before we do the roof. I guess clearly I'm procrastinating on the mossy roof. That's gonna be a challenge, I feel like, at 45 degrees. Alright, let's craft some of the goodies at our friend here. We could use water gates. I don't know. Seeing all kinds of things. Use the bookshelves. They're really thick though. They'll look weird on the inside. I could have bookshelves facing inside, you know, I'm not like... Worst case I can, for sure. We'll just try some other things first. Let's get these. Just to try in case I need them. Bunch of these. I think those are really gonna be the key there. Playing Enshrouded after the stream alpha. Heck yeah. We'll try these ones. I'll craft a bunch of those. And we'll see how they look. I'll also craft some more of those ones. Okay. Because they'll also match like some of the wood that I did for the siding, so it could work. I can fill the bookshelves. Exactly, I could. Yeah, I could turn them so they face each other for an extra thick wall. I was hoping to have it a little skinnier though. But yeah, if I could utilize them on the inside, that would work. It's not the worst idea. Okay. So see, these are huge. One of these panels fills the whole freaking wall. But the wall dividers are, oh yeah, these might be what I'm after. Alright, so let's try putting these. Oh goodness, is it gonna at least allow for a window? It's gonna allow for a little gap. Oh boy. What if I did 2 windows wide on this section? If I did a double wide sort of a thing. I don't know how this would work, but I could try. Let's see here. Like that, and then, oh, that's not 45 degrees, that's why. There, 45. Like that, and we could somehow fill in the middle, or like, where else would it snap in? Let's see here. Maybe this is just where we use our things here to go on the sides. Because I could put these to use now, and we could just like. So that's not actually in the center of anything, really. Maybe we make our own windows out of prison fence pieces. What a challenge. I know, right? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. About a taller window? I mean, yeah, maybe we could just, you know, I don't know what we could do here. Did those snap kind of toward the outside? They did. Alright, let's pick these up for now. We might have to make our own. Oh, I had it right there. How did this one go in, but that one didn't? Did I have it rotate in some other way? Those ones overlap there. Because that now looks suddenly like it's the perfect size for a window. Wait, it was. Yeah, that's the size for a window. If I could do that on this side, we could maybe make it work. So what I think I need to do here, this again might be a case of if these wall dividers do not actually snap around the, oh, I don't want, okay, let's just like reset it. Okay. If they don't snap where I want them to, this could be a real challenge. So that one snapped in just barely touching the side. See, it wants to snap here on this side. If I rotate it around though, ah, darn, it wants to snap like I could do it on the inside. Yeah, I could do the golden windows for sure here. Oh man, it's not gonna work though. See, I could put the window here and then have it be like, oops. And then just like, what if I maybe rotate these? Because now that's not, yeah. Now it's on this side instead of the other side, because that's not 2 blocks wide now, is it? That puts a window in, but it's not center, like, oh man. Tricky, tricky. So this one's closer to this pillar. This one's closer to that pillar. I don't know if there's actually any way that we could change that. Damn. I mean, it works, you know. You gotta admit it. It does work to do this, and then let's see, flip it around backside, and then just snap one on the top, snap it on the bottom. Let's try that one. Yeah, I was standing on the other side. The issue is these are either overhanging on this side or they're, yeah. It's not really quite possible, but we could do that. Nobody's gonna know. Oh goodness, this, yeah. I think, pretty sure, yeah, that sticks up a ton there. Use controller. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make a difference there. Not in this case. What is that? I want that to only snap in like that high. Oh, so you're saying I'm gonna have to use these windows above, or do something above here. Whether it's those tall and narrow bronze ones, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Small movements. Yeah, I can use, the mouse is more precise for me when building. There's more use to it. Do all your builds with controller. Yeah, the snapping here in this case is it's more because I can't, I want them both facing the outside, the slight outside of this this stone here, and so that's more the issue. Yeah, the F word, free placing. Sometimes insert bookcases to walls to make a surface on one side. Works well at kitchens because you can, yeah, you can use the cabinets and shelves and stuff with the bookcases. Yeah, I think my biggest issue here is these windows, really. Like, if I want this to be on this side, it's got to go there, and the window has got to go. You know, I got to rotate it and put it. I gotta flip it around to go the other way. But see, so the windows work because the windows, you can just flip it like, let's see, oh, 135. You can just flip it around like this, and it's the same on both sides, pretty much anyway. you can't, you know, you're not gonna be able to tell. So for the windows, I can just flip it around and it works. For the dividers though, it don't work that way because they're not the same on both sides. So how thick are these things? Like if I were to rotate it like that, that's not really gonna work though for the, yeah, that'd have to be like for a solid wall. So yeah, the windows, you can always get those things to work. And keyboard and mouse are beyond you, controller all the way. I've gotten so used to the keyboard and mouse, I don't think I'd be able to with the controller. So see, that would be this side. It would be like that. But then this side, if I wanted the windows toward the outside, why is that one toward the inside of the block and this one's toward... This one's also toward the... Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. So now this one here would have to go here, and then this window, and then... Let's see here. Well, actually, yeah. Actually... Whatever I did there, can I do that here? Yeah, that's like a double wide thing, and then the window has to snap. Wait. Something I did here worked somehow. I don't know what I did. Eric's on. Are you planning to finish the top of the dividers? Probably flipping other ones upside down from the roof. Okay, I did something here. So we did that one's just barely touching. Something I did here. Something did something. If I now rotate around this side, and then I try to like, that's at 45. Yeah, so see, it has to, I can do it the same, but it has to be on the inside. Whereas those ones are on the outside. So no, it indeed does not work that way. I have to do it this way. But that window is in the center, and those ones were on the side, so what if I did this one go like any farther? Can it like scooch all the way into the... No, that's not gonna work. Ah, bummer. I mean, they're not gonna be centered, but let's see here. But they could work, you know. I've got one window that can go there, and then the other one that's just gonna go there, but on this side. Which, yeah, that's gonna have to do. Well, I think that's kind of my option. Unless I go for a whole bunch of free placing, but we know that's not going to happen, so... so this is going to be what we do. And you think the gold ones? You think the big tall gold ones for this? Let's go see if I've got some and if I can make some. And then I could try to see. Let's see in here. We want the small ones here, the gold window frames. I think these ones are... Oops. Didn't want to put my wall dividers in there. Just explode something, you know, whatever. Drop the second floor. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Technically, yeah, though, if it was like 8 blocks tall, it would kind of sort of cover them, but this works. If I put these ones here, and then see this one goes on this side. Wait, what the? These are both on the inside. See, these just work. These just plain out work. But here, I gotta flip them down from the top to get them to fit right. Okay, 70, 80. So that one goes like that. That one goes there. There. And there. I mean, yeah, they're uneven, but you're not gonna know. It's just the way it has to be for this, I think. And then what we can do is put the... first of all, we can put like the little prison fence pieces. I wonder if these pieces actually would snap. Let's see, let's try this. Oh, they're not there. They snap in between. They're not really on the things, but what about from the outside? I think they'll snap like, yeah, like there. Like that's what I want. I can do that. I can do that. That's fine. Replacing. This works though, and it's actually snapped. You're not gonna know that they're not perfectly even unless you're looking at both sides and measuring it out, and they're snapped. Can you imagine? Pretty crazy, isn't it? Let's go ahead and rotate this one all the way down. 180. And then... oh no. Oh my god. Why? Oh no. Why is the bottom ones like not like even then? Can I snap the top ones like that then? If the windows snap from the top, so like oh no. Is this Enshrouded? This is. We're doing a really hard build challenge right now though. Life just can't be easy, can it? Oh my goodness. Oh, there's no way. You were saying, check how they flip them? Oh man, yeah. I mean, what can we do? What can we do here? I could start them from the top and do something else at the bottom, but I don't know. I don't know what I could come up with. Oh man. Well, the suspense. It was working. It was working so well. I can't use those things. That's just too big. Just a wall of golden windows? I mean, I could. Yeah, I could. I could also say, you know, screw it and just do blocks for the wall. I could use the roof blocks because they create that wooden texture. And then, you know what? Because if I build an angled house, I'm not going to be doing this. Like, what would it look like to do a wall out of wood? Because these things snap in between the walls. Hang on, hang on. I have a moment here that I need to try something. I do have some roof blocks. I need to try something. So if I use the wooden roof blocks to create the wood wall effect, or the stone on the bottom, or, you know, whatever, to where we've got, you know, here's our wall. They don't create a gap in between them. They seal nicely. And then what if we take these and, like, you get what I'm saying? Or like a wider one? What about these maybe? Do these they snap in between. So what if I put that's not gonna work right there. Not the bamboo. I don't know about the bamboo. You see the vision? Yeah, you see what I'm trying to do? Or I take the walls and I put, so like, you know, so that's one way to do it there, right? That's one way to do it there. But I could also take the do I have cutting boards in my, I don't have cutting boards. I could take the cutting boards or the weapon frames and hide them, you know, make it smoother. Because those would, or the signs even. I could take the signs and put them in between. Let's just try some stuff. Take the signs. What else do I have? Got the paintings in here. Let's put those away since I know I don't want to use them quite. the edge of your seat. What a build. This is interesting. I swear, I'm gonna get this thing working though. Alright, what do we got? Oh, we got banisters and railings and all that jazz in here too. That's a lot of it. That's good. And then here, yeah. So signs, and because the sign is like, you know, we don't have to write on it, and I don't think I have to use the other thing, so. What if we just go to here, reset it with the Q, and then, okay. So we want to aim at the wall, rotate it up like this. 90. Okay, and then rotate it around. Typically 45. And then we could fill in the sides of the walls with the signs, or even the cutting board, because these guys, the cutting boards are pretty OP for this kind of stuff. Because like if I rotate these up and then we flip them around, and let's see, 90. Like I can do two of, like I can do these on that side, and then I can flip them, and then do them on that side, and it makes it perfectly even, and starts filling in that wall gap. Actually, the cutting boards might be the way to go for this. I don't know. To where you sort of, you see what I'm saying? Because these things are, again, another perfect prop. They have a perfect texture on one side as the other side. What's going on here, though? Why can't I, oh, do I have to snap in one side before the other? That shouldn't be the case. Oh, maybe I have to, like, rotate around to flip it? Yeah, okay. But you see what I'm saying? I can use these. And, uh-oh, now it's only wanting to go on that side. Oh, because it's not rotated 135. There we go. That was my issue. I accidentally hit the rotate key. And then I tip it around here. And then we put it, on the other side. 45 degrees, or maybe those ones weren't rotated right. I don't know. Anyway. Now I feel okay. These aren't 45 degrees, are they? They're not. That was my whole thing the whole time. They have to be the 45 degrees. And then I need to rotate them the other side. Or are they just gonna work like that? Either way, even if they work like that, because I can hide those in the floor, and then I don't know. Lay them sideways, yeah, and then pull them out a little bit, maybe. Uh-oh, can I get this bottom one? There, gotta hold it in my hand. That's the best trick I learned from you guys, holding the prop that I want to pick up in my hand, and then you can aim at them and pick them up better. Yeah, I could do them sideways up from the bottom. See, it's like 135 up. But I could do them like this, and then we could even put them so they're just touching the outsides like this, and then like it's not bad. They're not gonna fill in the very center, but like that's and they're not gonna be 100% even, but they're gonna, point being, they could work. And if I have to free place some windows in between stuff, I can do that. I would suck it up and do it. Raise your hand if you think you should not have free place and save like half the stream. We gotta find a way to make this work, you know? We gotta do it. And if this, okay, so like that's the side there, I can also flip this over so that it's no, that is still gonna be the same. Yeah, but that could work. That could work. I kind of like this idea. One more to hide the handles. Unfortunately, I can't. I can't put one directly in the middle of them. They have to be on the sides, but I could snap these things directly in the middle, have like posts going up. And then you can use the nice vertical posts, yeah, in between them. And then we could still do the stone for the bottom. Like that could, well, it's actually not gonna show very well. I'd have to do these walls like one block in. What would it look like if I did that? If I put these ones like, wait. I could put them like that, you know, on the inside, and then the stone could still be on the bottom as far as the outside is concerned. Alright, let's try it. Let's raise these up by a little bit and see what it would look like with the cutting boards on the outside of these. And then just having the stone coffin snap to the floor like that, and then we could do our little scaffolding out here, and then get our cutting board, spin it around, so it's at the 135, reset the queue, and then do our little thingy there, 90 degrees, and then pop it out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, yep. Oh wait, what happened there? So I can kind of sort of fill them in like in the middles there, if I have the right stuff. How did I do it? Yeah, I can. I think I can fill them in the middles, but I don't know if I will. I think I'll. Oop. But I could. You see what I'm saying? Pick that one up, and then this one. And then this one just would go like, Nope. Nope. Tricky, no doubt. Yeah, beacon dividers. I think they could work. Okay, move up and down. Why is it uneven like that? Okay. But yeah. Essentially, that's what I'm thinking. And then this can raise up 90 degrees and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. See? We could still have our wooden walls. And then we could even, if we wanted to, remove the inside posts and only have them on the sides of the windows, where the windows go, to sort of trim the windows out nicely. But once we have the cutting boards, we can remove these. Move the interior walls after. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We could do this. And then I could take the poles. We could hit the Q thing again. And then we could kind of use them to like fill in the little cutting board gaps. Hope you guys are at least learning something. I feel like I'm just screwing around at this point. This is kind of an idea that's kind of working. And then it basically becomes like a board and batten siding. It basically becomes like a board and batten siding. And then what we do for the windows, anytime we want a window, we drop like this in, right? We put some of these things in. Screw around is fundamentally to Enshrouded building process. Oh yeah, good stream and some good ideas and hints. Yeah, this is interesting. I say this, it's like interesting for me, right? So then we do this, and then we get our cutting board, and we make our little, oh, I was thinking maybe I could make a cool windowsill. What if I rotate around? No, that's not gonna Flip it around this way. Oh yeah, there it is. Is that 180? Yeah. Oh, it's not going to be like on the thing though. Let's see. And if we raise it up a click, it doesn't work either. Not really. Well, we could free place a windowsill. We could figure something out, or just do it like across. But anyway, we could do this, but then see the window here. This I would just get over it, and I would just free. Let's go here. This I would just get over, and I would just free place it. Because these you could free place, and they would look really good directly in the center of those two, and it's perfectly like that's a window right there. And then we still get our stone foundation, but then we get this nice board and batten siding, and we could still get our windows, right? And then, but like you see what I'm saying? Then, but then on the bottoms of these is where we could put, like, I don't know, maybe the signs. Maybe actually they are wider than the cutting board, aren't they? They are. Wait, actually the signs could make for a perfect windowsill. Wait, do they actually snap like in the center? Oh my god, wait, no way. Oh my god, the signs, because they're made to snap to the sign poles, they snap in the center. So we can literally, like, oh man, this could work maybe. Yup. Okay. Make sure at 45 left tilt, and we put one of them signs, and that becomes the windowsill. That wasn't rotated quite properly, but you see what I'm saying? We get a few signs, and then we make a little windowsill. All right. That's going to be the strategy. I like it. And then we effectively have this inner block wall. I don't need, if I have the signs there for a nice windowsill, I don't need these. Those can go, make things a little bit cleaner. But then yeah, we can create our nice windowsills and trim. And the board and batten siding, yeah, it's got some gaps. It does have some gaps in it, but I don't know what else. I finished Crimson Desert already? Oh no, not even close. Not even close. Maybe 1% done with it. We'll do more of it later this week. I just felt like doing a building break today. But from the outside, like, you wouldn't even know. That looks good, right? And then yeah, no more dividers, and we can get all of our windows pretty much centered and good to go when it comes to all that. Coolio. I like this idea. You know, yeah, there's gonna be those little tiny finicky little things, but we could what if I like rotated this like that, and then oops, 0, put it up like this at the 90. I bet you we could probably figure out a way to fill those things in as well. Oops. Let's try to get up on our scaffolding. There we go. Yeah, technically we can. You got plenty of tips, Alpha? Awesome. For more Crimson Desert. That's perfect. And then yeah, we can just kind of like, and then they pretty much fill in exactly. Yep. And they don't even stick through the outside, do they? Did that like perfectly fill in the gaps if I just kind of stack those up all the way? Oh, that looks perfect. I mean, it kind of goes on the outside, but you're not going to know. It's point being, it worked. Oh, heck yeah. All right. All right. Sweet. I think that's gonna be strategy then, because then we can get super fine with those walls and the board and batten. Like, that goes every other block, so that makes it like really easy to block out windows and do really fine work. And then we can even use the cutting boards above the window as well, because they're small. Hopped back on and placed another 50k. Now you've placed 200k blocks today. Holy moly, that's crazy. All right, I'm wrapping up the stream here, y'all. We did it. We got a design, which I'm happy with. I feel like tweaking these window pieces maybe, or figuring something out so we don't have these blocks sticking out on the inside quite as much. But yeah, screw all the dividers. This is what I'm gonna go with, because now with this method we can center our windows just perfectly. You know, if I wanted like a window to be right on the inside here, I could block it out right here, and then that could be our window. You know, it's not centered on the wall perfectly, but you know, centered between some blocks, and same on both sides, which I think works. I think it works. So anyway, here's what we got so far of our 45-degree house. And once I get this figured out, once I get a solid method, I mean, the wall dividers in these windows, they do work, you know. This does look very clean and very nice. We're figuring out some cool stuff in this stream. And with this build challenge. And by the end, with the mossy roof, I can't wait to see what happens with it. I can't wait to see if it actually looks like from afar. I wonder if people will tell if it's 45 degrees. So I figured I would try this out, because then we could use, you know, especially if I can even get it to match the forest village vibe. Granted, we're stuck with the color of the cutting boards if this is the method we use, but it doesn't look bad. This is definitely nice for a 45-degree house. I like this color wood. It matches a lot of the wood, the conifer wood and everything. So honestly, guys, we did it. We freaking did it. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I will, yeah, I'll let you know, keep you posted in Discord and all for the next stream. Probably do another Crimson Desert one. Laugh so much. Yeah, that was a challenge. That was tricky, but really fun. So yeah, really appreciate y'all. Be sure to subscribe, follow if you're watching on Twitch, and I will see y'all next time. All right, cheers, everyone.